Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Two Buds One Podcast. This is episode 65, and this is our first
Oh,
episode of 2026, but our
oh my God, we made it.
2025 award show. I'm your I'm your host, the Techno Jelly, and with my co-host Alchem Games. I mean, it's the first podcast of the year. You got to
Hello.
have a mess up of the intro. Got to keep the style going. I mess up the
Yes.
intro basically every time. So,
Yes.
Alchem, honestly, okay, before we start the actual award show, I just want to say 2025 was a crazy year for the world, but in
Mhm.
terms of like putting it down very closely to video games, what do you think? Good year, bad year, medium
Uh,
year? I think it was
I'd say with the release of a new console this year with the Switch 2, I'd say it's a pretty okay year. Good year.
yeah, I think it was on the
Right.
it was a good year on the higher end of good, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I think it was a pretty good year. Like there were some
This,
big stinkers, don't get me wrong,
yeah.
but
But
like
this.
overall quality of games and like the indie game scene just going nuts this year. Like I feel like
Mm-hmm.
the big disappointments were mostly just the triple A's. Like of course there are some
Nothing
disappointing indie
happened.
games, but then again, some triple A's did hit the park running too. Or like I guess the double A scene. I guess it depends what you argue
Mm-hmm.
what
The
double
double
A
A,
and triple A is.
the double A has been actually really picking up the slack that triple A has been
Yeah.
dropping
Well,
this year
it's
a
almost like
lot.
having a reasonable budget and trying to make games every couple years is actually a good thing.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know, man. Maybe you're onto something. Maybe if
Maybe.
the industry actually picks up this kind of habit, things will get better in
Yeah.
terms of gaming.
Yeah.
Or, yeah, no, they just let
No,
AI take
just
over and then
let
we'll see
AI
how
take
that goes.
over. It's fine.
It's
But
fine. I'm sure the quality of games won't suffer.
yeah,
Will suffer
yeah,
immensely. You
it'll
have no
suffer
idea, everyone.
immensely. So
They will
Alchem,
suffer.
I think we're gonna
Yeah.
end off with our top five of 2025.
All right.
So which one out of all the other categories, which one do you want to? Actually, no, sorry. Our second last thing will be top games of 2025. Obviously, our most anticipated game for technically this year, 2026, will be our last one. But what game or what category do you want to start off with? What are you thinking?
Hold on. Hold on.
Holding.
I'm just grabbing my paper.
What? Your audio went really weird. What happened?
I'm grabbing my papers. Hold on.
Oh, he's grabbing his papers. Quick, grab the papers. Quick, flip through the script. Flip
Okay.
through the script.
All right. Okay. Okay. You know what? Let's just go with with the first category we had originally, the favorite game.
The favorite game. All right, Alchem. I'll start it off. You pick the category. I'll start it
Yeah.
off. Because mine
Yeah.
is kind of weird because I did play a lot of games that were kind of old this year for a bunch of videos that I've been working on. And so the favorite game I've played this year in 2025 that isn't a new game, that any game in 2025 is
Mm-hmm.
Deus Ex Human
Yes.
Revolution. It is the first
Oh.
time I ever played Deus Ex Human Revolution, and I
Oh.
started playing it for video. I've watched a lot of things about it, and I know the game and I know what it is. I've watched videos on it, and I've watched like 8 hour long videos explaining why it's a good game, why it's a bad game, all that good stuff. And as I was playing it, I'm like, man, this is a really fun game. If I was to go back in 2008 and I bought this game, I think I would have had a lot of fun with it. Like I'm still having a lot of fun, but like
Mhm.
I can think back and be like, if I bought this when it came out in 2008 for the 360, because I think it came out on 360 and PS3 and
Mhm.
PC, and I was like, I think I would have really enjoyed this game, not knowing the history of Deus Ex yet, because I didn't know about Deus Ex until like 2015 or something like that before I really knew what Deus Ex was. So I think it
Yeah.
would have been really interesting to see the new games and stuff like that. But yeah, my favorite game that I played in 2025 is Deus Ex Human Revolution.
Oh, I see. Hmm.
Do you know what that have you seen what it is?
Yeah, I'm familiar with Deus Ex.
Yeah.
I never
Did you
got to
play
play
it?
it myself,
Oh,
but I've seen
okay.
gameplay. No, no.
Of the
I've seen
Human
gameplay of it.
Revolution
It's just
or of the
yes.
older ones, like the old ones?
Both. Both.
Oh,
I've
okay,
seen more
okay.
Deus Ex and I've seen Human Revolution, but
Yeah.
I'm familiar with at least the general storyline.
Yeah. Well, Human Revolution is Deus Ex, but Gears of War is one of the best selling games ever. So they added third person cover shooting, which sounds like a bad thing, but honestly, they made it work. There is still a lot of things you can do with the game. There are some questionable design decisions, but it's like trying to make a really complicated RPG, but you're trying to sell it to people who bought Gears of War. You know what I mean? Like you're trying to make
Oh,
a simplified RPG because you want to make RPGs, but people are buying Halo, Gears of War, like Mass Effect. I think Mass Effect came out, but like Mass Effect 2 is the one that really popped off, right? So like
yeah, came out
it's
around
in
that
this
era.
weird it's in because Human Revolution is in this weird thing where it's after all of the what's it called, the not life sims, the immersive sim genre kind of died down after like the early 2000s and late 90s, but
Mhm.
before like Prey 2017 came out, you know, and before like there was kind of like almost a revival of the genre. So it was in this weird middle ground where like we're going to try to make immersive sims, but we also want to but Gears of War is the best selling game like in the world, so we need to try to make it like Gears of War, and they're trying to make it for consoles too. And to be like, I played the PC. I'm playing the PC version, and
Mhm.
it's like zero problems. Even in a game that's old, like very little problems. Which which some when you try to launch some old games on modern hardware, oh my god. So
I feel like it's such a weird thing that we have to praise a game for being a good port to PC.
yeah, well, this was a good port to PC like in 2008 or 2009. You know, I think the PC port came out a little bit later, so it was like a long time ago. So,
I blame WB Studios for that whole mindset where ports were game ports or PC ports were all terrible.
oh yeah,
I
they
remember
were.
the era where like every time it's like, oh, the next game from WB, like what was it, the
Oh, the
Batman
Batman
Arkham
games on
series,
PC were terrible.
Mortal Kombat and stuff. Yeah, it seems like they just never got it right, and so
Hmm.
it just left a bad taste in most
Yeah,
people's mouths when it came to like, oh, it's a PC port, and like, ugh.
yeah.
But,
All right. So,
but
what's
no,
your favorite game played of 2025?
okay, I'm a boring bitch, and this is, I mean, again, we're doing not new, so
Yeah, it's
currently
any
my most
game.
favorite game that I've enjoyed, what has been Deadlock. I've
Oh
been playing
yeah.
a lot.
You know what,
I
Alchem?
play it from time to time on stream, but I've stopped because I feel like everyone's just bored out of their mind seeing me mediocrely play it. But
Alchem, look,
I
I'll be
love that
honest
shit.
with you. I
Yeah.
almost put League of Legends for this category, so like we're not that far
You're a
apart.
monster. You're a monster. You're a monster, and you know it. I feel like that. You know that meme where it's like the two girls yelling at the cat across the table. I feel like
Yeah, it
that.
is. It
I'm
is.
that white girl who's like yelling at you, and you're
Yeah.
just giving me that smug look that you're just enjoying. Like League is for monsters.
Look, I can't help it, okay? But yeah, Deadlock. Honestly,
Like,
I've played very little of Deadlock in 2025. I don't know. I kind of. It's probably because I started playing League again. Like, it's. I just.
I'm over
Yeah.
here like that. That is like that choice is toxic. League is toxic. You're toxic. You're a toxic gaming monster.
I
And
am.
then Jelly's
Yeah.
like, oh, what took you so long? Oh, God.
Yeah. So, Deadlock, do you think? Deadlock was it? What?
I feel like Deadlock was
Yeah.
my favorite game so far because
That makes sense. You really enjoy it.
I do enjoy League. I enjoy the gameplay of League and Dota, but there was always something missing that I just couldn't really grasp and I couldn't put my finger on. I felt the same way with like Overwatch. Like I could play it, and same with Marvel Rivals. I could play it for a couple hours, but then I'm just like,
You're
okay,
just
I'm
not.
done.
Yeah.
I just felt like there's something missing, and then like here comes Deadlock, which is a combination of the
Hmm.
two, is sort of,
Yeah.
and I'm just like, why does this feel right? This feels like all
Oh, yeah.
the pieces of the puzzle just seem to fit perfectly, and I've just been enjoying it. I even got
See.
to, thanks to the holiday event that they're doing,
Oh, yeah. I
I
forgot
started
about
to
that.
play all the other characters, and I'm just like,
Mm.
oh my god, I understand how these characters play, and I like them now,
Yeah.
except
Yeah.
for certain ones.
No, I'm still.
Fuck
If
Paige.
really, I the two characters I've
Dude,
played the
her
most.
new build is horrible.
Oh, I see. I
The
haven't
fucking
played.
knockdown.
I have only
They
played
just
the when she first came out. That's the only time I played. Probably that's the last time I played.
it's just the abuse of CC with knockdown and her own little
Okay.
snare ability, and I'm just
That's
I
funny.
hate it. But yeah, no, I've just been playing that like a lot, even off stream. So it's
Yeah.
it's it's great.
Yeah, I mean,
I
hey,
would say this.
my favorite character is still
Mhm.
McGinnis.
Oh
Like I
yes,
love
yes, the
I
Tower
still
Destroyer.
I still kind of miss the old sounds from McGinnis, but the newer ones do make more sense. Like they make a lot more sense. But I love the siren of her alt in the old sound. Now it's got like the little like the magical feel sound that they do. I just missed the whir as she was alting. It was so funny. But you know, it was definitely a what's it called? A placeholder sound. So
Yeah, I liked it. Okay, I just enjoyed that game so much that for my
oh yeah.
main character, I found an old, like I found a mod that turned her into like a old rubber hose style cartoon character, and I love it.
Oh, that's funny.
But yeah, that's been my game for this year. So, well, okay, not this year, 2025, but like
Yeah.
that I've just been
Favorite
enjoying
game
that
in
much.
general.
Yeah.
So
So far, that's been my favorite.
yeah. So moving on to favorite
No.
character. Favorite character
Oh,
in
oh,
new character in 2025.
oh, new
And
character.
yeah, I'm going to be honest with you, Alchem. Maybe this says something about me, but
No.
I picked the dwarf classes from Deep Rock Galactic Survivors, which is
There's a
which is
There's a new Deep Rock Galactic?
so this is Deep Rock. So Deep Rock Galactic Survivors is Deep Rock but Vampire Survivors,
What?
and all the voice lines they added for the dwarves is hilarious. And I was like, no, this is the best. I played this game so much, and it is so funny. And
Time to look this up.
yeah,
Oh, I
yeah,
see.
it's Vampire Survivors but Deep Rock Galactic.
But Deep Rock Galactic, yeah, yeah. I immediately started seeing gameplay. I'm like, oh
And
shit, it really
you
do.
know, not to
Oh my
spoil
god.
something, but it came out this year, and I've played it a lot, Alchem. So anyway, yeah, I picked all. I couldn't pick one, so I picked all of the dwarves because it's all the same classes. It's all the same
That's,
guys
that's
from Deep
cheating.
Rock Galactic, but
Yeah.
all of them are all the new voice lines are so funny. It's just it's perfect when they talk about when you the items you select and they still talk about the commander guy. It's so fun. It's
Hmm.
just it's perfect. And it also helps that I'm a Deep
Those look
Rock
really
I
nice.
am a Deep Rock Galactic simp. I'll be honest. Like I love that game. So more things with that game is great.
Very
They
nice.
do the
Very
we're
nice.
rich. I'm pretty sure they do the we're
We're
rich.
rich.
Jesus, they
We're
do
rich.
that. I'm
Just when
pretty
you
sure.
point at gold.
Yeah, it's when they. Yeah,
Fucking
I'm
love that.
pretty sure they do that sometimes when you pick up gold. I think.
We're rich. I love that.
But yeah,
Ah,
like
that line is so
that's
good.
my fast and sweet. Because I'll be honest, I'll be talking about Deep Rock Galactic Survivors later. So. So what's your
um.
favorite character or new
Uh.
character?
Hmm. I was thinking. So new character in terms of 2025 because I sadly have not played as many 2025 games as I thought.
Yeah,
The newest one I played was Silk Song, so honestly, I will say Hornet has been my favorite character so far. I
really.
still need to beat the game. Yeah, I've been enjoying. I
I'm.
enjoyed her character in Hollow Knight,
Yeah,
like the mystery behind her and everything.
yeah,
Also
yeah,
because just her lines and also the memes that came out of it, just her just being like "Get good." I
yeah,
freaking love that.
yeah,
Even though she doesn't even say that in Silk Song, but it doesn't matter. I've enjoyed the character a lot. They flesh her out more now that she has like dialogue and everything in Silk Song. A lot more dialogue compared to Hollow Knight.
yeah.
So she's not as a mysterious character. But yeah, I've really liked it. I just enjoy the gameplay and I've enjoyed the character just a lot.
Makes sense.
Out
Makes
of my
sense.
2025 new game characters, so yeah.
I'm surprised that you picked that,
Oh.
considering that you played Dispatch. I thought you'd pick someone from Dispatch.
Uh, that's the thing. From Dispatch, if I had to pick anyone from Dispatch, like this is runner up because I like
So Silk
it's because
Song beat
you don't
Silk Song beat
yeah, so some
Dispatch
beat
characters.
Dispatch. Yeah,
I mean
yeah.
that's interesting to me.
Because
I
I
honestly I
it's
assumed you're gonna put someone from Dispatch.
it's because just well, I mean, you don't get to play as the characters. You don't really
It's
have
true.
much in terms of gameplay. It's you enjoy the story, which
Yeah.
I get that, and I love Dispatch, but in terms of like a character that grew on me, I'd say Hornet more to
I
compare
guess you
to
do
like
spend a
the
lot more
various characters.
time. Yeah, you spend a lot more time with her than the Dispatch characters. Because I mean, Dispatch is a good game, but it
I
lasts
do
like what, 10 hours?
10 hours,
Yeah,
and
but and you're playing
because
dozens and dozens of hours of Silksong if you really wanted to.
exactly, and well, yes, you get a lot of the characters fleshed out in
Yeah,
Dispatch because of great storytelling. I mean, if anything, I'd probably
yeah.
just say Robert from Dispatch would be the second
Oh
like
yeah,
other
yeah.
character that grew on
Like
me,
close.
which is funny because he's literally the main character. I
Yeah,
love a lot of the characters in Dispatch, but and nothing really like grew on me as much as I've been enjoying Hornet from Silk Song.
that yeah, yeah. I mean, hey, that makes sense. That makes
If
sense.
there's a Dispatch 2, that will probably change.
Yeah, I hope.
Them,
On a slight side
I
note,
really do.
from what I've
Yeah.
seen of Dispatch, because I've tried to be very spoiler free of Dispatch for a lot of it, and I'm still pretty
Oh, let me
spoiler
spoil the
free.
hell out of it for you now. Okay, so what happened in chapter one? All right, go on.
I've seen a bunch of stuff, but like I do hope the gameplay sections of Dispatch get a little more fleshed out because I've heard the gameplay sections are kind of short. And I guess
It's basically a Telltale. It's
yeah.
like a Telltale game thing.
Yeah.
You're basically just picking multiple choice for stories, but
Yeah.
the stories do flesh out a lot.
Yeah. I do, but I did see some of the gameplay stuff in like of like the actual Dispatch part of the game, and I'm like, that does look cool. And but
Hmm.
from at least from what everyone said is like if you like it, you like it, but it ends very fast. There isn't a lot of that, which is interesting.
Yeah.
But anyway,
Like, yes.
so Alchem,
Yeah.
I'm still slightly shocked, but it's okay. Hey,
Oh,
surprise
wow.
selections.
I surprised
So
people, apparently.
Alchem,
Yeah.
the next category we're doing is music. And I'm going to be
Oh,
honest with you, Alchem. I copped out. I'm a cop out, Alchem. I'm a cop out.
what did you cop out on? How did you
Because my
cop out?
favorite music is Claire Obscure Expeditions 33. Their music is so good.
Uh,
Like it's like literally so good music. Like it's the best music.
I,
It's the best. Like
I
they
hate
won
to,
a. It's so good, man.
they won awards. They won award. They
They
literally won
literally
the
won
awards this
awards.
year. Yeah.
Yeah, like
I need
there's a lot
to.
of discussion about Expeditions 33, but the one thing everyone agreed on is the music deserved the awards that are all won. People can argue about the whole game of the year,
Yeah.
RPG, all that stuff, but everyone agreed that the music was amazing. And
I'm
I
over
hate to
here
say
like
it.
I've avoided it though. I've
Yeah,
avoided it. I don't want to know until I play it myself,
yeah,
and
well, yeah,
then I'll just
that makes
have
sense.
that moment where like I get it. I get it now.
No, when I played it, and I was like, oh,
Mhm,
I get the hype now. Because I mean, I played it. I didn't play
mhm.
it. I played it after release, so it was still
Yeah.
like a while. Like people were hyping this game up and saying like, "Oh, this sound is amazing," and I was like, "It can't be that good." And then I played it, I'm
Joe,
like,
you
"Oh
gotta play
man,
this.
the soundtrack is amazing. The music is amazing." So yeah, I'm sorry, everyone. I'm a cop out. I can't help it. It is the best music of 2025 by far, in my opinion.
I'm over here. Okay, so I have to throw a wrench here because I basically I'm following my own like
Oh yeah, of course.
principle
It's
here.
what
Where
you've
if I didn't
played.
play the game,
Yeah,
if I
it's
didn't
what
play
you've
the
played.
game this year, I can't say because
Yeah,
I try to avoid stuff. I try to avoid spoilers, including
yeah.
music. Because
I
I
mean,
want to.
yeah, if you didn't
If I
play it, you
ever
didn't
play
play
it,
it.
yeah. So I for me for this year in terms of gaming, I would have to go to Silk Song because
Oh
I
yeah.
love the boss music that you get to
Yeah.
hear. Uh, I'll be quite frank. While I was thinking of this category and I was looking over the games that I did play, maybe it's just the genre of games that I've played this year, but I feel like a lot of games just didn't have much in terms of music unless you're
Yeah.
like in the menu, unless you're like in the main title screen. But then general gameplay is like kind of sparse when it comes to music.
You
So
were playing a lot of co-op games, at least on stream this year, so
yeah, and most co-op games do not have their own music in it. It's mostly
it's
you'll
mostly
find it in like
background
single
music.
player.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because like
it's
co-op
mostly in single player
games,
games where you build up because you need music to build up a story,
yeah.
especially in a single player genre.
Yeah. And
That's
also
why
with go ahead,
I
go
was
ahead.
gonna say dispatch. I was gonna say dispatch, but dispatch is just basically a bunch of like
Mm,
I didn't play the streamer version of it because the streamer version has their own unique songs that they made.
yeah.
So I should have when I live played it, but I played the soundtrack that they picked, which is just a bunch of just music from like other artists and stuff.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I just felt like I just felt like it didn't hold a candle to Silk Song, which had its own
Huh.
original soundtrack.
Yeah. Yeah.
If I played Expedition 33, I would probably have picked that
Yeah. I
one,
mean,
but
the music
I'm
is
waiting till I
amazing.
get to play it.
Yeah, it makes sense. And hey, you can only pick things that you played, and that's part of our
If I
rules.
experienced it, then yes.
Yeah. So, Alchem, I have a question.
Yeah.
Is the best sound design also Silk Song for you?
For sound design, okay, no, I gotta say this. It really okay, in terms of sound design, I still, while I was thinking back to everything, even though I only got to play the playtest and I'm still waiting for the day I can save up for it, Battlefield 6 for
Oh,
sound design.
that makes a lot of sense. That sound design was
That
good.
like
That
I
was really
still
good. When
remember
we
it
played
fresh in my
together,
mind, and
when
yeah,
we played
it
together,
was
I was like,
so
"Oh my god."
yeah, it's still
Yeah.
fresh on my mind, and I was thinking back to it. I was trying to compare it to all these other games I played this year, and even something from last year, and I'm just like, no, it really do just it's just really nice. It feels intuitive. It just I loved it. It just built
Yeah.
up the experience. It built up the sensation, and so
Yeah.
I don't think a lot of other games compare, at
Yeah.
least in sound design. Sound design.
Yeah. So Alchem, my sound design is out of left field because I don't know if you've played this game, so I might have to start doing some explaining. But my best sound design is a game called Keep Driving. All right. So
Uh,
Keep
uh,
Driving is a roguelike where you play as a dude in the early 2000s and you're going to a music festival and you're driving there. And the whole game is about driving to this music festival, and it's kind of like an FTL,
oh,
like a Slay the Spire thing where you're
yeah,
clicking
I
points.
remember seeing this. This is
Yeah.
something I was curious about. I just never got it.
So, Outcome, the sound design, while the music is good, but the sound design of
Yeah.
just being on the road driving, hearing the traffic, and like hearing the
Hmm.
people in your car talk, being at a town and like hearing the buzzing sounds of a town, going into the stores and hearing like the normal store shop, it's just so weird to hear it gamified that I was like, this is so good. Keep Driving. The reason I picked it here is because Keep Driving is one of the games I cannot play while watching or listening to other things. And it's a single player game, and there's no multiplayer at all. Like there's no like I have to there's no reaction times too. Like it's all the actual gameplay is either it's all turn based. So I
Hmm.
don't need to know, I don't need to hear the sounds. Like I'm not like listening for things like in a Escape from Tarkov or anything like that, you know? But
I don't know.
I
It's
want to
just
hear the sounds. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Like I
because it
want to hear.
builds
I
up the
want to be in
experience.
the atmosphere of this game. And I'm like,
Yeah,
that's just amazing sound design. Like it for me,
that's
that
a sign
was
of a
it.
really good design or a really
Yeah.
good game design
Like
because
I don't want to
it
listen to
doesn't.
videos. I don't want to watch videos
It's
in the
not
background.
a
It's amazing.
when the sound isn't incorporated into the gameplay, like you need to listen to it in order to have an edge on the opponent.
Yeah.
No, when it's used to build up the world, to build up the atmosphere and experience, and make you feel like you're there. That's good game design.
Yeah.
That's good gameplay, and that's good music too. Because even music can
Yeah.
pull you in like that.
Yeah. But that's
So
why I
I mean,
put this as sound design because the music of Expeditions 33 amazing.
hmm?
But the sound design of Keep Driving is like I could see myself I actually did for a little bit. Like during some of the non-big fights in Expedition 33, I was listening
Hmm?
or watching videos, you know? I never did that with Keep Driving though. I never
Huh.
once did that. I always played it so I can and with the only as the it was the main focus. And I was like that's and the reason is because last year I picked Balatro, I'm pretty sure, for sound design, and that was the same
Hmm?
reason, part of the same reason I did Balatro as well. Because for the very beginning of the first like 10 hours of Balatro, I didn't uh, watch or listen to anything while I was playing Balatro. And I did the same. To be fair, this is a more extreme version because I don't at all. Like nowadays, I do
I
that with Balatro because, you know, I know the game. But for Keep Driving, I don't think I'm
when
ever
we
really
first.
going to be able to like listen to a video and play this game because it's a different vibe for me, you know.
Mhm.
It's also why I can never stream it because my stream's gonna get copyrighted so hard. Everything's gonna get copyrighted.
Oh, copyrighted music
Well,
in
because
there.
like
Yeah.
the music they have, there is some original tracks in there, but it's a lot of, but like it's all
Like,
original tracks, but like they're actual music. Like they made the music, right?
oh,
So it gets copyrighted immediately on YouTube or and like your VOD gets muted on Twitch if you still have it because it's also part of the game. So like it's not like it's a separate track on YouTube or on Twitch that you can get away with it. It's literally the game
Mm-hmm.
soundtrack and sound design. So it's unfortunate. All right, Alchem.
Mm-hmm.
What?
What?
Wait,
Oh,
which?
my
Oh, you.
papers. Right.
Sorry. You picked. I was
My
like,
notes.
for a half
He
second
forgot what
forgot
I
what you
said.
picked.
He
I was
forgot
like,
what I
which
said.
one did you pick? I was like,
Just like
it was like Battlefield 6. Right, right.
Battlefield. I can't
And
believe
I'll
it's.
be honest, Alchem. For sound
I've
design, it
forgotten.
was between Keep Driving and Arc Raiders for me.
Eh.
For me
Oh
personally,
yeah.
because Arc Raiders sound design was amazing,
Hmm.
but
I'll
I played
know
more
when I get the
of
chance.
I played more of Keep Driving than I did of Arc Raiders. So uh yeah. So Outcome, it's time to go to our sponsor segment. Are you ready for the sponsored segment?
No, but we're gonna have to go through there anyway. But I already got my. I already know mine. It's just it's a game I never played, but still I've seen the flop.
Oh yeah, mine might be different. Mine is actually very sad for me, and I have a story behind mine because I don't know if you
Oh
remember or
no.
not. But our
Oh no.
biggest failure of 2025, sponsored by Concord. So, Alchem, what is your biggest failure for
So
2025?
far, okay. In terms of biggest failure, because I didn't have any that I was attached to or anything, so
Yeah.
I basically just remember the biggest flop we've seen, and that to be Mind's Eye.
Oh wait, you're
Just
right. That was this year.
that was this
I
year. Well,
actually,
last year. Yeah.
well, yeah, you're right. In 2025, that was 2025.
Oh,
I forgot that was 2025. Actually, that's hilarious.
because it
That's
was like
so funny.
it was such a brief moment. It
It's such
literally
a
was like everyone
spectacular
was talking
failure
about it.
too.
It was such a buildup, such a hype, and then when everyone got to play test it and like you literally saw some people like play testing it, and I watched some streams, and then it just ended. They're like, "All right, we're done. We have to stop."
Yeah.
I'm like, "What?
Did you
What?"
see the people that like? Okay. Do you
Mhm.
watch a streamer called Co Carnage?
No, I've not seen Co Carnage.
Okay,
I've heard
so
of them, but
Co Carnage,
I've
he's
not
a
seen.
pretty cool guy. He's one of the older guys on Twitch, which is probably one of the reasons why I
Yeah,
watch him. He's not like a screaming person. He was sponsored
why?
to play Mind's Eye, and on the day, literally as he's booting up the game, they cancel the sponsorship.
Oh yeah, isn't he the one where there's
He's
a
the,
video of him like he's starting and he's like,
and
"Sorry,
then
Chad, gonna have to stop now."
he looks across and he says, "Oh, this has never happened before. They're canceling
Oh
the
yeah,
sponsorship."
yeah, yeah,
Because
yeah.
the
He's
game
the
was
one I
going,
remember that
yeah,
video.
it was probably him. I might have sent you that video because I was like, this is the funniest thing I've seen ever.
That was the
Because
weirdest thing
and
ever.
did you see,
Just
like, I
like
can't remember no, the GTA 5 speedrunner, who he's known, he's also a challenge runner. He does a lot of GTA 5 content. He got sponsored to play that
mm,
game, and he got sponsored to play Mind's Eye, and there's a clip of him just laughing. It's just him laugh. He couldn't stop.
mm,
He couldn't stop himself from laughing about how bad this game was, because you can tell that like, and like it's so funny because like he's laughing hysterically at the end when he finishes the game. And at the end of his laughter, he says, "You can buy this game at," and he does the sponsor thing.
you're
You
talking
know,
about you're talking about Dark Viper, aren't you?
Dark Viper. Yes, Dark Viper is the guy I
Yeah,
was
I was like,
I,
yeah,
I
he's oh yeah, yeah. I remember the video because I
yeah,
saw
it
that
was
too.
so
Yeah,
funny.
he couldn't
He
help it.
couldn't help it. But I mean, like the game is awful. Like
Yeah, it was, and
this
it
is
was.
sponsored by Concord, but at least Concord was like a game. Like it was a video game. You know, you could play
Uh,
Concord, but like Mind's Eye, oh man, you can't play
you,
Mind's
yeah,
Eye.
you can't play it. No, it was such a buggy
I mean,
mess,
to be fair, you
and it
can't play
was
Concord
such.
anymore either. But you know,
Yeah, but well, Concord was a failure of just like
it was boring.
bad design choice and gameplay.
Yeah, it was just boring.
Uh, This one was just like it was a buggy mess that they never finished. Or just
Still
they
haven't.
rushed out.
Still haven't.
Yeah. Well, I mean, didn't aren't I don't know if it's been shelved or if they're
No,
still
it's still
trying to
you
like
can still
fix it.
technically play it, and they have patched it a few times, I think. Because well, you have to remember, Alchem, this was supposed to be they're trying to be Roblox. Like you can make games in that Mind's Eye engine. Like they were trying to
What?
be the next Roblox or like the next Fortnite creator club thing.
Oh no.
So yeah,
Oh
that failed
God.
really hard.
Yeah. Damn. Damn. People really do try to take that Concord title.
Yeah, I know, right? And this year, I feel like we in like what 3 weeks we're gonna have our new biggest fail. Depending that you and I might play together because we said we would during when we talked about the game awards with High Guard.
Oh
So
yeah. Oh my
that's
God.
coming out
Yeah.
in a couple weeks, Outcome.
So we're gonna be like next year. We're gonna be the like, biggest flop of 2026, co-sponsored by Discord and Mindsci. Got it. It's like
uh,
every year the biggest flop just gets added onto the list.
yeah, just the sponsor list gets even bigger, even longer.
Like never forget these flops. Never
Yeah,
forget them.
I think we'll keep it with just by sponsored by Concord. I think that's
Yeah.
we don't want to get the list too long now. Now,
I just
Alcom,
never forget them.
for
Yes.
my biggest fail, the reason mine
Mhm.
is sad is because my biggest fail was my most anticipated game in 2024.
Oh, what's that?
FBC Firebreak is my biggest fail of 2025 because I played it for 30 minutes and uninstalled it and was really sad. This is FBC Firebreak is a Remedy trying to make a Left 4 Dead version of Control. Basically, it's like a Left 4 Dead
Uh-huh.
or a Vermintide, and it is, to put it lightly, just a generic first-person shooter. Like, it's a generic first-person shooter that you're supposed to grind the same 4 levels. I was really hoping Remedy would make some cool Remedy weirdness and stuff like that for this game, and it just didn't happen. Like, even if I did enjoy this game, on launch day when I got it, because I played it on Xbox Game Pass, Alchem, it took me
Okay.
it took me 10 minutes to find a match. Like, on
Ooh.
launch day, no one was playing it. No one gave a crap about this game, and unfortunately, I agree. This was a waste of time and money, and it was so bad that like the Remedy team have basically just ignored it. They've been like, yeah, that was like, they haven't said it outright, but they're like, I'm sure the internal teams were like, yeah, that was a mistake. Because like it didn't go
They don't
anywhere.
talk about it no more.
Because like the thing is, Outcome,
Yeah.
I can see the world where this game does well, but the problem is that it's not the type of game that they made. They made a game where you're supposed to grind the same levels to level up your classes to get cool stuff,
Mm-hmm.
you know? And that's not necessarily a bad
Yeah.
thing, but
No, not at
you
all.
can't put the Remedy weirdness in a game like that. You know what I mean? Like, you can't put the Remedy crazy wacky stuff. Like, you're in the Control universe. There's so much weird stuff in Control that like
Yeah.
it feels like they kind of just dropped the ball on it. And if they and the I think the worst part is, Alchem, is that it's a Remedy game where your classes don't speak. Basically,
What?
it's just generic voice lines from what I remember. So there's no
Uh,
personality. But if they made, instead of 3 classes, they just made 3 characters that you level up, and they talk to each other and they discuss things, and like story things can happen during the missions. I think it's like that
that's
could
how
have
you
been so
develop
much better. Because like
that's
if
story
they just
development,
made,
and
yeah,
that's also character
if
building.
they just made a co-op game, or like a co-op game instead of a horde based Left 4 Dead game, people need to stop trying to make Left 4 Dead games because they just don't work anymore. No one cares enough because everyone's still
Mm,
playing Left 4 Dead.
yeah, I was about to be like, there's. I mean, it's been proven time and time
The
again that the
only
Left 4 Dead
company,
formula, while it's fun,
yeah,
no one really wants to play another game like it because Left 4 Dead already exists.
there's only one company that's ever done it successfully, and that's Fat Shark with Vermintide and Darktide.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's the only company that managed to do this and
Only
still
other
be
company that I
afloat.
know of.
Because like so many other companies have tried and they've all failed. A bunch of I'm not like a bunch of ex Left 4 Dead devs have tried to make a new one and it just doesn't work.
Still couldn't do it.
So it's like I need companies to realize
Let it go.
to stop.
Let
Just
it
no
go.
one
Stop.
cares anymore. And I'm not saying the Left 4 Dead formula is dead, but you got to do something different. Playing the same 4 levels over and over and over again, people aren't interested in that anymore. The Left 4 Dead 2 crowd that enjoys that isn't leaving Left 4 Dead 2. They're not leaving. So you need to find the different people that want to play a co-op game and grind stuff out. And you can easily find that. But the problem is that it's not going to be like, you need to have something else. You know, you have to have personality, you know? And I thought FBC Firebreak was going to have the Remedy personality. You know, Remedy is known for their weird, wacky stuff, you know? Even though I've never played Alan Wake, but I've seen it. And I know Control. And I'm like, a co-op, like, because in my mind, like, a horde-based shooter, like, because, I mean, Vermintide 2, the character banter in Vermintide 2 is hilarious. The character banter in Darktide, while not as good in my opinion, is still pretty good.
Yeah,
Like the lore tidbits, you know, and like the characters talking to each other are hilarious. But like, if a Remedy made a game based on that, that'd been great. But they didn't. So that is why it was my biggest fail, and that's why I was sad, because FBC Firebreak in our last year's award show for 2024. Yeah. That was my most anticipated game. And now it's in my biggest fail.
You poor bastard.
Yeah. So, Alchem, before we move on to the top fives, what game did you wish you could play in 2025?
Oh wait, we had a top 5. Oh, no. Oh, no.
Oh, no. So what game did you wish you played this or last year?
Well, the game I wish I played is Donkey Kong Bonanza. I've seen so much of it. I've tried my hardest not to spoil anything of it. It's hard. Yeah. I feel like some parts got spoiled on me, but I'm waiting for the day that I can get a Switch 2 and I can enjoy Donkey Kong Bonanza.
That makes sense. Makes sense. It looks like a fun game. It looks like a really fun game. I think you know what the hilarious thing is, Alchem? I've seen so many people criticize Donkey Kong Bonanza, and sometimes I feel like people have forgotten that video games they can just be fun, guys. Like, video games can just be fun. Like, sometimes I want to turn off my brain and be Donkey Kong and punch everything. Like, why? Like, that's a totally fine thing to do.
I just want to run around, slap the shit out of little monsters, and just like beat them up. Let me be a monkey. I want to return to monkey.
Alchem wants to return to monkey.
I want to go back and be monkey.
It makes sense. It makes sense. It's like every once in a while, every time I watch, oh god, what's the game name? Super Mario Odyssey speed runs and stuff like that. I'm like, damn, I should play Super Mario Odyssey again. Because that game was so much fun. I'm way worse. You're not a
speedrunner.
I'm so much worse.
But you're just like, I still just want to go play.
I just want to play that game. I want to
go back to those days.
I want to play that game, man. I played the game, beat it, and I'm like, man, I should just like go back and like start a new game and just like get all the moons again. It'd take me for them. It takes them 6 hours. Like, it takes them like an hour or something to beat the whole game. For me, it's gonna take a month.
It'll be fun.
Yeah.
Do it.
Yeah.
Do it. Twitch.tv, the Techno Jelly. Just start watching.
I did. The first time I played Super Mario Odyssey, I played the whole game on stream. It was like a 2 week, nice. I think it was 2 or 3 weeks of nothing but. It's when I first bought the
Switch.
What? I can't remember what the thing is called. The thing that lets you stream Switch games.
Oh, capture card.
The capture card. It's when I first bought the capture card. The first thing I played was Zelda.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, the first thing I played was Zelda, and then the next thing I did was a whole week or like 2 weeks of Super Mario Odyssey, and then I started playing Pokemon Unite, and those times were dark when I was playing nothing but Pokemon.
Yeah, those are dark times.
Those are dark days. God. I was playing nothing but Snorlax.
Wow.
And the reason I wanted to buy a Switch 2 was so I could play Pokemon Unite at a better frame rate.
Oh my god.
And then I realized I was too far in deep and I had to stop. Because I did start looking.
He went back to League.
Then I went back to League. But the reason I stopped was because I started looking at this. I started looking at the Snorlax skins and I was like, I need to stop. Yeah. This is a problem. This is going to be a problem if I'm going to start buying the skins. If I start buying skins for Pokemon Unite, this is not a good thing.
You've gone too deep.
I've gone too deep if I start looking at the skins in Pokemon Unite.
Jelly, you gotta pull out. You gotta pull out. It's like, no,
I
but the
pulled out.
skin looks
I pulled
nice.
out. I got one free skin where Snorlax has the tube thing around him,
Oh,
and
the summer one. Okay.
yeah, I think it was either the someone or the one where he's a peach berry. I can't
Oh
remember
my
which one. I
god.
can't remember
Oh
which one I
wait.
got.
Yeah, I
I can't
remember
remember which
that.
one you
Yeah.
got. I got one of those,
Yeah.
and I was like, "That's hilarious." And then I was like, and then I felt the temptation to look at the other skins, and I was like, "Oh no,
You need to look at
I need to leave. I
this.
need to
This skin
leave."
looks really good. The back of Jelly's one. You need to get more, Jelly. You need to
Yeah,
buy more.
look. And when I was like, "No, I can't do this. I can't.
Start,
One, I
you're
can't afford
starting
it.
this.
Two, I can't do this."
Just imagining him just having like the Spider-Man 2 conversation, or no, Spider-Man 1 conversation, like where he's talking to his Switch, like turn on the
Oh
Switch,
yeah,
Osborne. I mean Jelly.
yeah.
You gotta
That would
put
that
the
was
mask
that was
on.
basically me looking at the skins for Pokemon Unite.
Buy
Thank
the
God that
skin, Jelly.
hey, look, thank God that game's on
Yep.
mobile and Switch, because if that had a PC port, I'd still be playing. Honestly, that's the only reason I'm not playing, because I don't like playing on the Switch or mobile. So
It's no lie. It really needed to.
if it had a
It was a good
PC,
game, but
it's
it
still a good
didn't
game.
lag as much.
Yeah, it's still a good game in my
It,
opinion, but
yeah,
the
it
Switch
just runs
the
a little
Switch
slow.
2 the Switch 2 handles it a lot better.
Mm-hmm.
And if you have a newer iPad or phone, it does well. But I don't have a Switch 2. I have the Switch 1, and
The
my phone
Pokemon Company, you
and my
hear
phone is
this?
old. So
Sponsor him. Get him a Switch 2. He
I
will play
would
the hell out of
I
your
would
game and
play
promote it.
I'd play nothing if they bought me a Switch 2. I'd play nothing but Pokemon games for as
See
long
that?
as
See
long as
that?
they tell me, like, hey, play nothing but Pokemon for like a month. I'm like, all
Suddenly
right,
he'd grow
done.
little Pikachu ears on him.
I would get the assets. I'd have a Pikachu ear. I get a Pikachu hat. I'd turn yellow.
He'd turn yellow. We need oh, what would we need to do to turn you back to your original green color?
I'm not.
You're green.
I was never green.
All right, fine, okay,
I
never
was
green.
never
Sure,
green.
wink.
Literally never green.
Yeah, he was never green, guys.
I was never green.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So, Alchem, shall we start our top 5 games of
Oh boy.
2025? Should you want me to start, or do you want to start at number 5?
You can start. I will. I need to consult my list again because
Yes,
I'm
of
like
course.
I forgot that we were
Yeah,
had to have a top 5, and I'm like shit.
it's okay. It's
Uh,
okay. So, at number 5, Alchem, I put Arc Raiders. And the reason Arc Raiders is so low on my list for top 5 is because,
mhm.
honestly, I haven't played a lot of launch Arc Raiders. I played a little bit of it, and I enjoyed it, but like I feel like I like we played a bunch during the play tests and stuff like that, and when it launched, I bought it, and I was like, oh, I'm so hyped. I played a few hours of it, and I was like, damn, that was fun, and I just never played again. But like, I still really enjoyed it. Like those couple hours I've
Yeah.
played of the full release was really fun, and I'm definitely
Mhm.
going to be playing it again. I know that. Like I know I'm going to play it. It's just I don't know. I just haven't been in the mood for multiplayer extraction game. So it was a little weird for me, but I was like, yeah, no, this game still deserves to be on it because I was hyped for this. I was so excited. I played it and I was like, man, that was so much fun. But I just didn't play it again for some reason. I don't know why. But the time I did play it, it was a lot of fun. So that's why it was number 5 for me. It was a lot of humming and hawing
Yeah.
about me. A lot of humming and hawing for
Ah,
me for the number 5
gotcha.
spot because there were some games fighting for it, but I was like, no, I enjoyed Arc Raiders a lot. And technically, we were playing the playtests in 2025, so like it's not like the playtest happened in
Yeah.
like 2023 or 2024. So like I still
Yeah.
played a lot of it in 2025. I just didn't play the launch, like the one when it first came out. I played a little bit of it, but I mean the playtests, they were just the launch game. It was a vertical slice, some would say. So yeah. All right, Alchem. What was your number
Okay.
5?
So my number 5. Trying to think right now.
Alchem.
Because I'm
We've
looking. I'm
known
looking
we've
at
known for
like.
months.
It's true. It's just that as I look back, I'm like, shit. I didn't realize some of these games I really, really played a lot were like 2025 releases. I was like, damn.
I know.
I thought they came
I
out the
played
other
a
year.
lot of 2025 games.
Okay. So in terms of stuff that I really enjoyed
Yeah, number
that
5.
came out last year, I'd say, yeah, I still play it sometimes. So I'd say White Knuckle. It's a
Oh
very
yeah,
simple game about climbing.
yeah,
You're literally just some trapped guy in this facility that's been long abandoned, and all you have to do is climb. It's very
yeah,
simple. Just right click, left click, right click, left click. But it gets so intense, especially when you find out what's chasing after you behind you, and that game is not forgiving.
yeah.
You
I've
have
seen you
to.
play it on stream.
It is so much fun to play. It's one of those I shut off brain and just enjoy the game for the moment, and that's it.
Yeah,
I love that. I need to get back into it because I remember the last time I played was about like 2 or 3 weeks ago, and oh god, that was so much fun. So
yeah. Makes sense.
that's gotta be for top 5. That's definitely for top 5.
Number 5. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes
Yeah,
sense.
number 5.
I mean, I remember you played the demo, and
Hmm.
then the game came out and you bought it right away, and that's pretty rare for you.
Yeah,
You
yeah, it
that's
was
you
that good.
usually wait a little bit. You usually wait. All right, Alchem. So at number 4 for me, is a game that I thought was a meme game that was going to be, oh,
Hmm.
that's hilarious. And then everyone that played it was like, this game, it's still a joke. It's still funny, but it's actually a really good game. And I was like, I don't know about that. We'll see. And I was like, you know what? It doesn't cost that much money. I'll buy it and see how it goes. And then I played 80 hours of it, right? And that game for me is Escape from Duckov. I played so much of Escape from Duckov, Alchem.
Oh my god,
I
I forgot
I
about that game.
know I know the quack sounds of the ducks. Like I know the different classes of the ducks. I know the different quacks. I know the maps. Like I know the maps. I don't need to look at the map to know where I am on the map. I was
Oh my
at that
god,
point.
he's
I
learned
was
the
out.
map layout.
Yeah, I was at that point. I also got to the point where I knew where the spawns were on the map. So I did not only did I not need to look at the map, I also didn't need to look at the
Hmm?
wiki to know where the spawns were for certain things. Like
He's played.
I
He's
was
gone too deep.
I was at that point. And the funny thing is, how come I haven't escaped from
Hmm?
Duckov yet? I'm 80 hours in. Haven't escaped from Duckov. I'm almost escaped from Duckov. Because you can actually escape from Duckov. You build a spaceship van to escape from
Ooh.
Duckov. And it's really interesting. It's really cool. I still haven't technically gone to the final map, only because there's a couple quests that I just don't want to do. I enjoy the gameplay a lot, but there's some of the last quests you have to do are very specific, and it's one of those things where you kind of have to load into the map, check to see if something spawns. If it doesn't, leave and then do it again. Like you have to hope for things to spawn.
Wow.
And for me, it's
Just
just
random chance. Okay.
well, like it's going off of Escape from Tarkov, right? Because Escape from Tarkov, it's riffing off of Escape from Tarkov. So you have to
Hmm.
get key spawns. You have to get key spawns so you can go into certain rooms to get rare loot to access certain things, right? So I'm re-rolling to get key cards for the labs
Yeah.
basically, and it's just one of those things where it's like, oh damn, I didn't get. I need like the black key card or something like that, or I need the red key card, and I'm just constantly going through the map saying I need these key cards, or I need the X key or the X room key or the O room key.
Hmm.
And while I'm not saying this as it sounds like I'm being negative to it. It's just I'm saying like this is Escape from Tarkov. That's what you're doing late game. You're trying to get these key cards, trying to get these keys to get to the boss rooms, right? And it's very
Yeah.
intricate. The game tells you nothing of how to do it. Like the to kill one of the bosses to get to the final map, it's like you have to do like 4 steps in the same map. where you have to go like flick a switch, go down, flick another switch, go up, turn on this door so you can finally go on because you have to turn on the power, and then you can fight the boss room. And then in the boss room, there's invisible enemies unless you have certain glasses on. it's
Heck?
it's very in depth, but
Huh.
like I said, I played 80 hours of it, Alchem, and I still will be playing more of it. And there's an expansion coming out this year in 2026. There's a new map coming, and I'm excited for it. So
Hmm.
that's why it's number 4. It came out of nowhere for me, and I was like, "Yep, I can't believe it." But Escape from Duckov is one of my favorite games, maybe of all time. Probably not though. Probably not. All right, Alchem. What's your
Hmm.
number 4?
Okay. I had to shuffle things around because I was like trying to think of.
Yeah.
Uh, okay. Quick. This might determine whether or not it gets moved up or moved from the list. But
Okay.
what are our thoughts on remakes?
If it released in 2025 and it is a full 1.0 release, that's fine. The only exceptions we
1.0
have is
release.
expansions, DLCs, or early access. Those are the
Okay,
only exceptions.
then.
You can have a remake, be it.
Okay. Then I'm just moving that one up to 3. Okay, good. I just wanted to be sure about
Yep,
that. Okay. So then the next game for my number 4 is gonna be Dispatch. Then
that makes sense.
I I really love the game, the
It is a
storytelling,
great
the characters.
the voice
It
acting.
was a lot of fun. The voice acting was incredible. Uh, I am over here like hoping to God that they make another one. Either I don't care if it's Dispatch 2. I don't care if it's a completely new story,
Well,
maybe in the same world.
they are making a game for Critical Role. We know that because
Yeah,
that Dispatch was
I saw
funded by
that.
Critical Role. So I don't know if they're probably prioritizing that game first because I mean they're bankrolling them.
Mhm. Yeah,
So
yeah. So
and I mean
so
like
that's
the
why I'm just
cast
like
is
I'm
like they're
hoping there's
totally
another in the future.
yeah. I mean everyone said they're totally down for Dispatch too, but they are literally being
Mhm.
bankrolled by Critical Role, and the
Yes.
deal was a part of the Critical Role game. So
Yeah.
it makes
So
sense
that's why
that if
I
they are making a Dispatch 2, it's probably on the like that's on the future plans or being made by a smaller team.
yeah.
But we'll see. We'll see.
So
Yeah,
that
makes
was my
sense.
number 4 because I like I said love the
Who did
story.
you
The
who did you
gameplay
go
is a little
for?
lacking. In terms of like the romance
Who did
option,
you go for Ramos or did you go no Ram? No, I've seen
I was
a bunch
trying
of
to
people.
I was trying to go for a neutral, but I ended up with my choices. It ended up making me go for Invisigal. So
You
I
know what the
ended up
funny thing is? I've seen interesting stats. The stats
yeah.
that Dispatch have said, the majority of players, like for the people, the majority of male players go for Invisigal, and the majority of female players go for
Blonde Blazer.
Blonde Blazer.
Uh,
It's interesting.
yeah, that makes sense.
And to be fair, if there's anything I've learned is that there is a lot of guys that say I can fix her, and or
I can fix her.
and
I can
or
totally fix her.
she doesn't need to be fixed. I like it like that. She doesn't need to be fixed. I prefer it this way.
Uh,
That's the one.
we're
Those are the
all
things that
we're
I've
all a little
spoiled my.
broken.
I mean, those are the things I've spoiled on Dispatch because it was impossible to be on the internet and not see people talk about it. So I do know all about the two romances
Mm,
and the
same.
very small percentage of players that chose no one.
I was trying to go with the
Yeah,
no one route, but it
yeah.
just like the certain actions, I guess, or certain choices I chose just ended up being like, oh, this character really liked that. That character really liked that. Like, oh, okay, well, I guess I just ended up falling into that role. So like, all
Yeah,
right,
yeah. And I think the
but
funniest one is where there are actually ways to get both, and both of them are okay with it.
yeah,
I've
I was
seen
like,
that
what
as
the?
well.
I didn't even realize that.
And
I
I don't
saw people
know,
posting their
like,
results.
look,
Like,
all
what?
I'm saying is that I know very few people in the world that are okay with that. But I mean, to be fair, I also saw Dispatch is the male equivalent of Twilight, which makes sense.
Basic.
It
I've
is
seen that. I've seen
100%
that
true.
video.
It's 100% true. I agree with all the people that say that. Like, yeah, no disrespect to Dispatch, and there's nothing wrong with it, but it definitely is the male equivalent of Twilight. because when you think about the dialogue that Robert says is stupid. Like no one would actually say that to a woman, or honestly, not even just to a woman, to anyone. You wouldn't say that unless you were the big best friends. You know, only the bros hear a lot of the things that Robert says out loud. and
Yeah,
the
no.
and
Unless
and the female characters that say things to Robert, like everything Invisigal says, like when she describes that sex dream, it's like no one's gonna say that. I
no one's
hi
gonna tell
No one's
someone
gonna tell
about
someone
that.
about that. Like unless you already know each other, like that's a story you tell someone that you've known for like years, if that. You know what I mean?
Uh, sure, yeah, totally. Yeah, tell my friend. Yeah,
Look. We're different, Alchem. We play VR chat.
it's
We already know that.
yeah, sure. No, but you're right about it's basically the male
Yeah, it's the
version of
male
that.
equivalent of
So,
Twilight,
but
and I'm okay with that.
but yeah, and so am I because
It's
honestly, it was a great story. I loved how it went.
yeah.
Like I said, I'm over here waiting for Dispatch 2 in the future or something like it.
Yeah.
I'm
I'm
waiting.
interested to see what the Critical Role game is going to be now that they're
Hmm.
done Dispatch, because like what's the evolution of the game going to be? Because like we're almost positive it's this is going to be the same engine and stuff like that. So like what is the Critical Role game going to be? What do they learn from Dispatch? And then when that game's done, what are
Where
they
did
going
they
to
go?
do next? Are they doing Dispatch 2? Are they doing something else? Where's the money going to go? Cuz I'm pretty sure Critical Role is funding their game, but I don't know what's happening after that. So it's gonna be interesting.
Hmm.
I hope they continue existing because I want more games like that. And Telltale Games, while they have they have a special place in a lot of people's hearts, Telltale the company sucks. So
They did the really dumb idea of trying to branch off to multiple stories, and then that ended up hurting the storytelling.
yeah, they
Which,
and the company themselves just were just a bad company. The management were dumb and
yeah,
stupid.
yeah.
And so hopefully these guys will not be dumb and stupid with the management stuff. Yeah. There's only thing to hope.
You hear that? Don't be stupid.
Don't
That's Shelly's
it's
advice.
like Philip DeFranco says, don't be stupid, stupid.
Oh yeah.
Okay. So Alco, my
Yeah.
number three,
What is
moving on to
your
number
number
three.
four? Oh,
No.
number three.
No, yeah,
Okay, you did
my
number
number
four. Yeah,
four
yeah, yeah.
was Escape from Duckov.
Yeah, you did number four.
My
Okay.
number
Okay.
three is
What's
a
your
game
number
we've
three?
talked about. And my number three is Keep
Yeah.
Driving.
Oh
Because
yes.
Keep Driving is like I said before, it is a game that is amazing. I never thought having to fight potholes in turn-based
Hmm.
combat was ever going to be fun, but damn, is it fun fighting potholes when my car is almost dead and needs a break. And I'm like, oh no,
You're
my
like, come
car's
on,
about
baby,
to
one
break
more
down.
pothole. You can handle. You
Yeah,
can handle it.
basically.
Hoping
And
and praying that pothole
also,
isn't
there's
your
also
last.
so sorry. There's also so many different types of endings in
Hmm.
Keep Driving. I've only done 3 of them, I think, but it's so interesting. And
It's a multi. Mhm.
it's interesting to see the characters, right? Because all the characters, the hitchhikers you can pick up, they have their own endings, I'm pretty sure. And it's so interesting to see their endings. For instance,
Hmm.
now before I start saying this is about a video game. I am not saying do this in real life. So anyway, there's a character in the game that wants you to drunk drive, right? She's a party girl and she wants you to drink high and drunk for a couple like certain sections, right? And
Hmm.
if you do like as you do these characters quests, they can they do you can do more of their missions, and then eventually you can do their ending, right? And her ending
Oh.
is you just go to a log cabin and party all day long instead of going to the music festival, which is hilarious. And you probably also get laid, probably. That's not necessarily explicit. Uh,
Just like they kind of just sprinkle that in. You're supposed to kind of
you interpret it. I mean,
putting two and two together.
she's a very. I mean, like she's a very. I mean, it's early 2000s, and she's going to a log cabin party where there's a lot of alcohol and drugs. So, like, I think you can put 2 and 2 together.
Yeah,
She's
it's very
also a
heavily
hitchhiker.
implied
She's
then.
also a hitchhiker who invited a random guy to the party as well. Uh,
Yeah, I can understand why it's heavily implied then.
yeah, it's
Okay.
definitely implied. But there's
Okay.
another one where I haven't done it yet, but you get a mail, you get a letter from your grandma to visit her in the hospital, and I haven't done that ending yet because I don't know if I'm ready for that because it sounds very intense.
That sounds,
Um,
yeah, that sounds.
sounds very intense. But I have actually gotten to the music festival. And it was fun.
Okay.
It was good. I did the music festival ending, the actual ending with extra with the like the what are the what's the word like the having because like you if you just get to the festival there's something, but you can get to the festival with extra items as well to make the festival better for you. So I got like the
Oh,
extra cool ending for the festival. I got a bunch of unlocks as well. The
okay.
one thing that I kind of wish there was, I wish there was more cars. There's only 3 cars you can do. And I kind of wish there was more cars because the car is basically your, it's not your class because like the hitchhikers and you are your class, but
Mm-hmm.
the car determines how many
Do they have like?
hitchhikers, well, it determines how many hitchhikers you have, what type of
Oh,
items you can have on your car, because there's a bunch of things that you can have on the car that helps or hinders you depending on what happens.
that's
And
what I was
it,
figuring. It's like additional storage and
yeah,
stuff.
well, like
Okay.
there's also each car has different storage space. Like for instance, the
Gotcha.
basic car you can hold up to 5 people, but you can put the seats down on
Oh.
the back side so you can have more storage space if you don't have more than 2 people at the front seat,
Oh. Oh. Okay. Okay. That
right?
makes sense.
Because you start the game with
That's
just
clever.
yourself and you can say no to hitchhikers. So if you just want to be a solo guy and just have as much trunk space as possible for items and stuff, you can just do that and just be on yourself. It'll be harder in combat because you only have so many abilities. And
Wait,
the
wait, there's combat?
there
What?
is in it. No, I told you, Alchem. When I said I fought potholes, I'm not kidding. You fight
Oh my
potholes.
god, you fight potholes.
You fight
Okay, I didn't
potholes. You
real.
fight
Oh,
traffic. You fight roadkill. You fight people yelling at you. You fight if you have hitchhikers. They can start an argument and that starts a fight. Like you have abilities and different stuff. So basically, how combat works, Alchem, is your car. Like you have 3 health bars technically. You have your durability of the car, your stress, and how much gas you have.
no.
And if any of those 3 get to 0, it's not game over immediately, but it's like a oh no situation. Like if you run out of gas, you can like get it by a tow truck if you have enough money to get to the next gas station or something like that. Or like, and if your car completely breaks down, you can call in to repair your car, and if you have money and stuff. If you get super stressed, I think if you
Okay.
get super stressed, I think it's game over because you get stressed out and drive home or something like that.
Oh, okay, that
But
makes
when you're in
sense.
combat, all the enemies are hitting those things and they're color coded, and your
Mm-hmm.
abilities have those colors. So like if they're attacking you with 2, like if gas is red and your durability is blue, if they're attacking you with 2 blues and 1 red, and you have abilities that are like, oh, you need a blue ability and a red ability to kill those attacks. And it's also
Oh,
similar to like Darkest Dungeon where everything is in a specific order and your attacks are in a
oh, okay,
specific
okay.
order. So you have to have abilities, but also be able to place them properly. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah, that makes
And
okay.
it's all turn based too. So like there's no reaction time. It's all you can take your time and think about your turns. And like I said, every time I
Okay.
talk about this game, every time I've talked about this game to people, and I say
Mm-hmm.
they think I'm joking when I say I'm fighting potholes. No, you are actually fighting potholes, and you're fighting like really big trucks or traffic or a suspicious cars or a tailgater and stuff like that. It's just really funny, and yeah,
Huh.
that's why it's my number 3. It's a great game. I honestly need to play more of it. I played a ton of it. I played like over 20 hours, but I need to play more of it. But
Hmm.
I got distracted by Escape from Duckov. But the only reason Escape from Duckov is number 4 and Keep Driving is number 3 is because I think Keep Driving hit me more. Like it hit me more in the immersion, you know? Like I said, it was the best sound design. It was amazing.
Okay.
That 20 hours was amazing. Escape from Duckov, I kind of shut off my brain for at least 40 of those hours. All right, Alchem. What's your number three? I'm so is this
Um.
the remake? What's the remake, Alchem?
Okay. Yeah, because originally I was gonna put in Night Rain, but nah, I was like, it's fun, but it doesn't compare to the last three that I was gonna put in here.
Okay.
So number three for me is Megabunk. I just love
Oh,
that game.
okay.
I just get into it. I start playing. I don't.
That is a game that
I
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I just mind off, just roam around, just I don't know what it is. I just can't help it. I
Huh.
like that game. I still need to beat the final boss or the final level,
Yeah.
but every time I play, I just lose track of time, and it's just like hours pass by, and it's just like, damn, where did the time go?
Yeah. For
And
me, that
I feel like that's
game
a sign of a great game.
oh yeah, that game almost made my games I wish I played. Like instead of like it was
It's
between Dispatch, Megabonk, and oh god, there's a third one that I can't remember now, but I'll remember at some point. But yeah, it was like I decided to put Dispatch because, you know, it was Dispatch.
Mhm.
But Megabonk was high on that list as well.
Yeah, I just had a lot of fun with it. It's so simple.
And I'm
Plus,
glad the guy's
every new
back.
character is a different gameplay.
I'm glad that
Mhm.
that YouTuber dev guy is back. I missed him.
Yeah,
He
I'm
was a
just
great guy.
I'm just here. Like, I need to get back into it and finish the game and
I
finish the
mean,
last level.
hey,
But it's stupid.
saying what if I made a Vampire Survivors game that also has Risk of Rain 2 mechanics makes total sense.
Mm-hmm.
Like with the chests and the item boxes, it always reminds me of Risk of Rain 2 when you like walk
Yeah,
into a thing to open a box.
and just random. Yeah, I love. It's just something about the whole RNG effect that
Yeah.
we're just randomly can get something awesome.
I mean, it says something when the
I love
Vampire
it.
before the guy who made Vampire Survivors, he worked on casino games. He worked on slot machines. Like
Hmm.
he created slot machine games for casinos. That's what he
Huh.
did before he made Vampire Survivors, and it makes sense when you look at Vampire Survivors and what he did with it. It also was kind of scary when you think about it too, because yeah, but it makes sense.
They know what they're doing. They know how to control our brain.
They do.
They know
It's
what makes us
literally
have the
down to a
dopamine kick.
science. You can go to things and they have exact player behaviors and everything like that. You can go to
They know.
seminars.
They know. Yeah,
Yeah.
they know what gets us a dopamine kick. They know
Yep.
exactly what
I
to
know
do.
exactly. All right,
It's so
Outcome.
powerful.
So my number two is also a game I
Hmm.
was talking about before.
Oh.
Uh, and because I didn't play Megabonk, but I did play Deep Rock Galactic Survivor, and
Oh.
that's my number two. And Outcome, this game is everything I wanted in a Deep Rock Galactic Vampire Survivors game. It is so good. It's not made by the same company, hilariously enough. It's not made by the Deep Rock Galactic guys, but they
Hmm?
allowed another team to use their property, to use their IP to make this game. They gave the
Huh.
AOK to them with their permission, and I'm sure they're supervising them as well so they don't make too many crazy things. But the game's
That makes
amazing.
sense.
When it released in 1.0 this year, so that's why I'm including it, because I did play it in early access like a year or two ago, and I played it a
Hmm.
little bit, and I was like, great, when this game comes out, I'm going to play a ton of it. And it came out this year, and I played a ton of it. uh, and yeah, I mean, I played 20 hours, and it's still evolving as well because there's still a bunch of patches and there's still updates. They recently added, if you know Deep Rock, they added Doretta to the game, so
Mm,
that's cool. If you, it's the escort mission.
isn't that
It's
yeah, I
the
was about to be
escort
like,
mission.
isn't that
They added Doretta, so you can escort Doretta in Deep Rock Galactic Survivors as well. You cannot pet her though
okay?
in Survivors, which is a negative, and I do mean that in a very serious way. It is a negative that you cannot pet Doretta. I don't think I funny enough, I don't think it's actually Doretta. It's something else because I think one of the reasons they didn't do that is because you couldn't pet Doretta. But you know,
Hmm.
but the weapons and the idea of what Deep Rock Galactic is, they interpreted it in a very cool way in Survivor. because like it all just makes sense. Like if you've played Deep Rock Galactic and you play Deep Rock Galactic Survivor, you're like, oh, what about this gun? What about this grenade? What about this class? And when you see it, what they've done with it, you're like, oh, that totally makes sense. Like for instance, the engineer starts with his turrets, as his main weapon is his turrets, and you stand still to deploy a turret, and the turret shoots stuff, you know, and you can upgrade your turrets, and like there's crazy stuff, or like the scout is the one that you start with in the game, is like the very first, the very first class that you have, and he just has his rifle, he has his machine gun, and he's really fast and he gets around. It's a really good class actually to play as beginning because you're much faster than everyone else and you don't have to aim. Because you do have to aim a lot in this game, hilariously enough. Like you have to aim your weapons all the time trying to hit stuff. And there are survivor specific weapons as well that isn't in the base game of Deep Rock Galactic, which is interesting. Uh some of the more interesting ones, like there's this one that circles around you, kind of similar to the Holy Bibles in Vampire Survivors, if you remember those. There's a weapon that does that in Survivors, and I don't remember it from Deep Rock Galactic, so I think it's something they made specifically for this game. So yeah, but it's great, and I'm glad it's continuing on. You still collect rare minerals, you collect gold, you collect nitra, you collect the bonus objectives are the same as well. You still collect all the bonus objectives. It's literally Deep Rock Galactic, but Vampire Survivors, and I say that in the best way possible.
Huh.
The only problem,
Check it out.
yeah, the only problem I have with the game right now is that there's only two missions, two mission types, and it's basically kill and escort. There isn't like there is like because Deep Rock Galactic has a ton of different mission types, but right now
Yeah, it
it's
does.
only kill the dreadnoughts and escort Doretta, or the escort the thing for drilling. So there's
Didn't it
only
just come out recently though?
it came out of 1.0 this year.
Yeah, okay.
And in Deep Rock Galactic they have like 7 or 8 different missions,
Mm-hmm.
and there's only technically 2 mission types. There's elimination and escort in Survivor, and I don't know if you could do the other mission types in like a bullet heaven style game. And like I said,
It'd be weird, honestly.
yeah, it'd be a little strange probably, but
Yeah.
like I mean they made the escort mission work. Honestly, they made it work. So I'm interested to see if they're going to try different like different mission types to see.
Well, you're something.
But even with that being said, the elimination, even if you just play elimination, there's still a lot going on. Like there's so many different types of enemies, Alchem. Like the enemy variety is actually insane because it takes all the enemies from Deep Rock Galactic.
Deep Rock.
So like it
Yeah.
takes everything from Deep Rock and all the different types of dreadnoughts as well. Like the bosses are just the dreadnoughts and they act pretty similar, but like with their own flair, you know, because it is a different game genre. So obviously they can't do the exact same attacks.
Right, right. No.
But it has the different terrain types. It has the
Especially
different
because it's
caves.
completely different combat and everything.
Yeah.
It's top down.
I mean, you can
Well,
yeah,
you know what I mean.
it's top down. Yeah, it's top down. But yeah, the only thing that I kind of wish they would add is you can't attack the bugs with your pickaxe like you can in the regular Deep Rock.
Oh, you can't. Well, I mean, considering that if they get that close to you in a top-down shooter, like
Yeah.
well, like top-down bullet hell, you're pretty
It's
much
not a
screwed.
good thing. It's not a good thing usually.
Yeah.
But you do use your pickaxe because one of the cool things is every level you can mine the rocks. Like you know how in Vampire Survivors or other games like this, like the walls, enemies can go over them, but you can't basically. You can mine.
you can?
You can mine everything in this game. Everything is a cave. You
Oh.
can mine it.
Ooh, nice.
There are
Okay, that's
limits.
cool.
There are limits to like there are barriers. Like there are like map limits where it's just emptiness. But like
Yeah, that makes sense.
but like within the level, everything is basically mineable. You can destroy everything because you have to mine for nitra, which is which nitra and gold, which are the two things you
These
use
are
to
currencies.
are the currencies that you can buy stuff with.
Yeah.
And I think another good thing, because you've played Deep Rock, right, Alchem?
Yeah. Yes.
The when you kill enough enemies, you get the what's it called? The thing that comes down to pick you up. the drop pod.
Uh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
At the very end of the level, it's just like in Deep Rock. There's a timer, so it will just leave. It will
Oh,
just leave without you if you're not fast enough. It's just like
all the
Deep.
meanwhile the swarms is just hoarding in on you, and you're just
Yes,
like,
so
oh
you
my god, get to the
it
thing,
does it
get
does
to the pod.
always it does always land near you, but
Oh,
it
good.
there is they give you enough time to get there. But Alchem, what if you just want to get a little more XP or just a little bit more gold? Like they give you enough time to get there and slightly enough time if you want to be a little greedy. So it's like how greedy you want to be. Like how I've so far I've
Oh
never
my
gone.
god, they tempt you.
It's a very tempting because they give you enough time, but also they
Hmm?
give you enough time to get a little more stuff. You can hang out a little bit.
It's right there. It's right there.
Yeah,
You can just grab it.
just grab it.
Just a little extra nitro, just a little extra
Yeah,
gold.
yeah, and
Oh my. Wait, do they have the little gold bugs
they're yeah
like they do in
they
the?
do they when you
Oh,
that is
that's
the
cool.
only bug enemy you can attack with your pickaxe. When you
Okay, okay, that makes sense.
when you get into melee with them, your character will act like he's mining a rock and he mines it.
Okay, that's actually really funny.
Yeah, and it breaks like basically every enemy, even like the you know the bugs that are basically they're big loot bugs, the ones that have tons and
Hmm?
tons and tons of
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah,
the
yeah.
ones
I know what you're talking about.
the ones that run away from you. I can't remember what their name is right now.
Mhm.
Those
I don't
exist.
remember either, but yeah.
The golden loot bugs also exist as well. The golden ones. I've seen a couple of
Data and
those.
everything. Damn.
Yeah, everything. Basically every enemy is in there, and every biome.
Nice.
Basically, pretty much every biome,
Very
except
nice.
for the new ones that were added like a couple years ago. So yeah, they added it's tons of content. I mean, like it's 20 hours in, and I've just unlocked 4 classes, and each class has 3 subclasses with different perks and different things. And I haven't unlocked, and there's also a meta progression because you also collect all the minerals, like like
Hmm.
the other ones, like the different types of special minerals, and
Yeah,
those
yeah.
can upgrade your permanent stats for like
Oh,
health,
okay. So that's
armor,
other.
XP gain, like all the regular Vampire Survivor style stats, like damage, all that
Yeah,
type of
yeah.
stuff. And so that's the meta progression. You can grab those things. And just like in the regular Deep Rock, only certain minerals spawn in certain biomes. So you have to go to specific biomes to
Oh,
get
so you have
certain
to go in
minerals.
specific biomes to power up certain. Okay,
Yeah, yeah.
gotcha. That's cool.
Yeah, but
Hmm.
it's super in depth. I'm really happy about it, and that's why it's my number two. So, Malcolm, what is your number
Okay.
two?
For my number two, uh, it was close between the last two, but I also this is why I asked you whether or not remakes and
Yeah.
stuff count. And so I was gonna go then fine. Metal Gear and Metal Gear Solid 3
Oh,
Delta
yeah.
is definitely on my list for top games last year because one, I've been a sucker of Metal Gear Solid 3. It was honestly one of the best of the entire thing.
Yeah.
Um I love the story. So basically, getting a brand new coat of paint on it, basically just new. It felt so refreshing and so nostalgic to go back.
Yeah.
And I need to go back and do a playthrough with the new control scheme where you actually can see through first person and stuff.
Yeah.
It looks really interesting, but really jarring. But I freaking love the Metal Gear Solid series. So getting to replay it, getting to be Solid Snake, well not Solid, getting to be Snake, and then having to go through and just fight everyone all
Yeah.
over again, all the way to the boss fight and fighting and seeing Ocelot again. Every single moment was awesome and amazing. I loved it all. The gameplay was so fun, even if I'm just like crawling through the woods, just eating every single little forest animal I could tranquilize or kill. There's like times where I'm just literally laying down in the bog, just knifing a gator until he dies,
Yeah.
and then or just getting my ass killed by a gator because my greed is too much.
Always.
It's
Always.
just something about that game was just so much fun. Even the most frustrating boss fights were still a lot of fun to me. And
Mm.
of course, me being me, I like going the stealth route, so
Yeah.
I did try to go for no kills. But even then, there are moments where I accidentally knock someone off a cliff or something, which I'm like, oh, thanks. Forgot about
Yeah.
that level.
Yeah.
And I forgot that, yeah, sometimes you just run by and some guy you just bump into them just a little and then they just
He goes
fall off and
full
die. I'm like,
force.
oh, god damn it.
Full force and fall over.
But oh, that game was just so much fun to play, and just that's why it's definitely high up on my list this year, and it's
Yeah.
number two. For not this
Can
year, for
I?
last year.
Yeah, for last
Yeah,
year. Can I be honest, Alchem? Can I make a confession to
yeah,
you?
yes. You never played any of them,
I've
have you?
I've never played a Metal Gear game ever. I've
Oh
never played Metal Gear Solid, any of them. I never played the Metal Gear games, the older ones. I've never played any of them.
my god. Well, okay. If you ever get the
To be
chance,
fair, I also wasn't a
yeah.
PlayStation person for a long time. Like I didn't get a PlayStation. I got a PlayStation 3 a little while after when it launched because it was but we used it for a Blu-ray player, and that was basically it. I was mostly a three
No,
six. I was a Sega and an Xbox person as a kid.
not
So
me too. Me too. I
and
had a
so I
PlayStation 2, but it ended up breaking when I was little,
yeah,
so we never got another one because I got in trouble for it.
yeah. I mean, I
So
had a
yeah, I did get.
Dreamcast, so yeah,
Me too.
I was a
I had a
Dreamcast
Dreamcast too.
person. I never got
Same.
the PlayStation stuff. I had the Dreamcast, then Xbox, and then the Xbox 360.
I remember I had a Dreamcast. I did get a PlayStation but it broke, so my parents said never again. And I'm like, oh. I ended up I ended up remember getting a summer job one time for what's it called, for the the
The
360. That's it.
360. Oh yeah,
I, yeah. Then I was like trying to get like some dumb little summer jobs to try to save up, and I
yeah,
finally did. And
yeah,
I was like, it's mine, it's mine.
yeah. Makes
But
sense.
yeah, no. For Metal Gear Solid 3 was such a great nostalgic trip, but getting to
Yeah,
see it fleshed out,
but
getting to
it's
see
also
it
like
like in the new
they did
style.
update it though, didn't they? Like I
They
mean, you
updated it, like,
yeah,
yeah, it got really updated. In fact, like I said, I gotta play the new style,
the new
the new
controllers.
perspective. Yeah, the new control scheme, because it is literally a different perspective. So I need to jump in there and try it.
Yeah,
And I I will always go back to that game every once in a while because nostalgia is strong. Nostalgia is so strong with that game.
yeah.
Plus the big fights at the end and the iconic moments. This I love that I got to experience that with everyone on my stream, because
Yeah,
it was just it's so cool.
yeah.
So yeah, that was definitely my number two. Just a
Okay.
cinematic thrill ride, so
Yeah,
much action, so much. You could just be so goofy playing that game, and it's great.
yeah. I mean, that is a Metal Gear thing. Like, I haven't played any of the Metal Gear games, but I've watched a lot of stuff about Metal Gear, and like, Goofy is kind of their motto.
Yeah. It's supposed to be super actiony, like
Super.
it is supposed to be over
It
the
is
top
actiony.
action,
Yeah,
like a spy flick,
yeah.
but man, does it go absurd, and
It's a B
I'm
action
glad
movie.
they do it.
It's a B
Yeah,
action movie
exactly.
at its peak,
Yep. And I'm
and
glad they go that
yeah,
route.
yeah, yeah. They're unapologetic about it as well. I think one is the best thing is too. Now, Alcom,
Hmm?
why don't you go number one? Because I'll be
Sure.
honest, my number one.
Mine,
Look, we'll go about
yeah.
my number one.
We're gonna
You do
question his number one, apparently.
probably not, but it's okay. You do your number one
Okay.
first.
Mine is very sad. I mentioned it. I already mentioned it before. It's Silk Song. I've
Okay.
been loving the combat. I I jump into the combat, and even if something kicks my ass, I still haven't even finished it. But whenever I run into a boss that kicks my ass, I don't get mad. I get excited. I get like, oh, this is a challenge. And I start getting better. I start learning how to play the character better. I start learning more mechanics. And for me, that's literally a sign of incredible, like, I guess, fighting mechanic for in that
Yeah,
game,
yeah,
because I learned the counter system. I'm learning new skills that let me do better. I'm learning how to dodge better. I'm learning how when to time my like downward strike. I'm learning how to use the toolkits to throw projectiles, and I I enjoy it. The only problem is that because I take long breaks because I end up playing other games,
yeah.
I end up forgetting some of it. But you quickly learn because some of the
You
bosses start
relearn it.
kicking your
Yeah,
ass
you
unless,
relearn it.
yeah, you relearn the skills quickly. So yeah. I can't wait till I get to finish the full game, but so far I've just been loving where I've gotten so far, and the storytelling is really great. It's minimalist at best when it comes to storytelling, but uh you still understand what's going on and where Hornet is trying to get to.
Yeah.
And I can't wait till
Eh.
till I get to the very end and find out the full story.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that was but for
That's
me
your
that
numbers
was
one.
definitely my
That makes
that's my number
sense.
one.
You know, I was debating what I was trying to think of what your top five would be, but now that we've heard I've heard your top five, it makes sense. I wasn't sure what your number one was gonna be because I honestly, Alchem, I didn't.
Yeah.
Every time you were playing Silk Song, I watched you on mute because I'm probably gonna be playing at some point, so I didn't want to spoil myself too much.
One day. One day.
Um, but I'm like really bad at those games, so it's gonna take me 400 years to beat Hollow Knight. And I can't play it on keyboard. I have to use a controller because keyboard controls
Oh no, I'm
just
playing
mess
on
with me.
controller.
It messes with
Oh
my
no.
brain, and I don't have a working controller right now, so I can't
No.
play.
I'm in the same boat. I'm in the
Yeah,
same boat. I'm playing with controller. I
yeah,
need my controller.
yeah. I can't. But I don't have a working controller right now, so I can't play those types of games right now.
Mm,
So I'm putting all that stuff on
gotcha.
hold.
Like
And so Alchem,
once he
the
gets his controller, he'll be
what? Yeah,
unstoppable.
once I get that, there's a lot of games I want to play that the reason I'm not playing is because of controller. Like I haven't really played Elden Ring, really, honestly, because my
Mhm.
controller broke as soon as I got it.
This is what I've been telling everyone. Controller, superior,
I
better. The
depends on the
keyboard,
game
mouse,
genre. To be
no,
fair,
no.
Elden Ring you can play with keyboard and mouse. They've updated
You
the controls enough that Elden Ring you can do keyboard and mouse if I really wanted
still
to.
superior
I played
controller.
I played
You
Monster
get this,
Hunter with
get one
keyboard
of
and
these in
mouse.
your hands. Get one of these in your hands. They're great.
I played Monster Hunter with keyboard and mouse for the longest time. To be fair,
Blasphemy.
I played. That's how I played Monster Hunter World.
Jail.
That's how I played Monster Hunter World. It's why when
Like,
we played the new we played the new one, I was so confused all the time because I was using a controller for the first time. So I'm like, I don't know the buttons.
this
I don't know
this
the
is why
buttons.
you got clapped a lot. Yeah.
It's true. I do suck at
This
these
explains
games.
so much now.
Hey, I suck at those games. I fully admit I'm not good at those games.
It's like, what are you playing on? I'm playing on keyboard about death. Just death. Like, what kind? Instant.
And Alchem, so the reason why I wanted you
Yes.
to do your game of the year first is because I wasn't
Hmm.
sure about yours, and I think it would be interesting. Because Alchem, I'm boring. I'm sorry, Alchem. My game of the year for number one is Clair Obscur Expeditions 33. It's one of the best RPGs ever, Alchem.
He
It's an
loves the parry
amazing
system.
game. I hate the parry system. It's a love hate relationship.
Oh, really?
It's the
You
love.
want to know what's...
It's a toxic.
Oh,
I
no.
have a toxic relationship with that parry system, Alchem. Let me be real with you. Super toxic relationship with that parry system.
Just reminded me of a really funny video I saw where this guy's like kind of trying to dodge his he's like, it's a video where a guy's playing Claire Obscura, but he's playing as his character and he's dressed up like a,
Yeah,
and the enemy is just some little bear, some guy dressed up as a bear. And he
yeah,
just keeps like doing like a fake wind up with the right hand,
yeah.
and he keeps faking him out. He's like, come on, do it, do it. What are you gonna hit me? And then he just like focuses, like, okay, focus on the right hand. Just look at the right hand. That's just wait for the moment. And then the guy dressed up as a bear just immediately jabs with his left, and he just falls and dies. It's like you just hear the guy as he's dying, and he sees the game over. It's like, that's bullshit. That's bullshit.
Yeah. No,
And I was like,
that's
oh.
me. That's me, Alchem. That's me the whole game. The whole game. I'm like so annoyed constantly. I'm like, I'm trying to parry.
Oh
But yeah,
no.
but like the game is amazing. I the reason I could play it was through the Xbox Game Pass, and so like
Yeah.
it
Yeah.
not to overhype it,
Well,
but it is one of the best JRPG style games I've played in a long time. And I think the reason I like it so much is that it also doesn't waste your time. You know? Like it's a JRPG, but like it's a
what do you
JRPG that
mean?
lasts like 40, 50 hours. Like it's not 100 plus
Okay.
hours. You know, it's not like 200 hours. It's not
Side
100.
quest.
Yeah. It's not like I mean there are side quests and there is side content, but it's not like one of those games where it's like, "Oh, you beat the game and you the
Hmm.
like you're still getting tutorials in there 60 hours in, you know? Like it's an RPG that is long
Hmm.
lasting but doesn't feel like there's filler. You know what I mean? Like, and
Yeah, yeah, I
it's
get what you
also
mean
one of
exactly.
those it's
It's
also one of
good.
those games where I would say, like, it's true. The intro is a little slow, but it's also not one of those games where you have to tell someone, it's like, oh, I played this game. Oh, it's like, oh, I didn't enjoy the game. It's like, oh, but like once you get 20 hours in, it gets really good. Like, it's not one of those games as well, you know? Like it gets good really fast, and it knows exactly
Hmm.
its pace. It knows exactly how it wants to go. Now, don't get me wrong. It's still like a 40-hour game, you know? It's still a JRPG in its heart. So it's still got the 40, 50 hours of gameplay and story and stuff. But this isn't a game that you're going to be like, I'm going to play this game for 200 hours. It's like, or like 100 plus hours. I mean, you probably could play it for 100 plus hours, but like completing the game is like 40 hours, you know? Because it's
Yeah.
also like
Well, that's good. That's
surprisingly linear, but like in a good way, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not saying like the game is like a corridor, but like it's like, you know, there's side stuff, there's side quests to do, but like the game knows
it
what it
doesn't
wants to
fill
do.
your
It
time.
doesn't waste your time. And I think that's the reason
It
why
doesn't
I
bog
enjoyed
you
it so
down
much.
with minuscule little quests.
Yeah, I think that's one of the
I
reasons
get.
why I enjoyed it so much, because like I'm no offense to like Baldur's Gate 3 and stuff like that, cuz those games are amazing. They deserve Game of Years when they came out, but like
Hmm.
I'm never playing every single side quest in Baldur's Gate 3 ever again. You know, like I'm doing that once and then maybe a second time for evil stuff, but like I doubt it. I could see myself like 100%ing Expeditions 33, like doing
Hmm.
all the quests possible many times. Because like it doesn't waste your time. It doesn't feel like you're wasting your time, where like in some other RPGs it's like, well, do I want to do all these side content because it's going to add another 40 hours? You know, it's like
I gotcha.
no, like Expeditions 33, it doesn't feel like it wastes your time. Now, but once again, I do have to say, it still takes a long
But
time.
that's
It's
great.
still an RPG. So, but like I'm not saying the
But
game lasts
that's
20
great
hours.
though.
Yeah,
That's
it's
literally
really
one of
good.
that is like one of the things that most JRPGs really are trying to get to. Like
Yeah,
they're trying to get to the
hit the
point
sweet
where
spot.
they give you plenty of game time or plenty of hours to spend enjoying the game and the story and everything, and give you enough filler, but it doesn't feel like it's bogged down. It doesn't feel boring. It doesn't feel
Yeah.
like a task
Well,
or a
like
chore.
yeah, like the side content in Expeditions 33 I would never describe as filler. I think it's just good
Yeah.
side content, you know what I mean? Like there's some
Yeah.
RPGs that I'm like this is definitely just filler content. Like you
And
did not know what to put here. Or like you just are just making quests. And even though I've talked about I don't think Baldur's Gate 3 really has filler quests, but it just has a lot. There's just a lot to do in Baldur's Gate 3 or
that's
similar
great then.
JRPGs. So yeah,
Yeah.
it's why, like I said, I
Hmm.
hate to do it, but it's my number one. Like I'm not even done the game, Alchem.
Hmm.
I haven't even finished the game, and it's my number one. And people, I haven't gone to the point where everyone starts crying, and I don't like. I think I know what happens then, but like I'm like everyone has this like meme picture of like Expeditions 33 when you start, and Expeditions 33 by chapter 3 or something like that, and it's like it's got like the good face and the like war torn PTSD face, and I'm like I don't even like I think I know what happens, but like I've some crazy stuff happens. So yeah.
Hmm.
So that is our
Good to
top
know. Good to know
fives,
what to expect.
yeah, of
Yep.
2025. And now for for our final category, it's time to look forward into 2026 outcome. And I'll go first. I'll go first
Okay, good because I'm
because
yeah.
my most anticipated game for 2026
Mm,
actually recently got some hype, and we don't have a set release date, but it's supposed to come 2026. Not we don't have a month yet, but
mm.
I'm pretty excited for the next Fable game.
Oh
I
yeah, didn't
am
they update?
super.
Wasn't there an actual update from it like
There is
recently? But it wasn't like a date or anything.
in the next Xbox showcase, the Fable team
Yeah.
might be there.
Ah,
So like we
yes.
thinking we're getting a final update, because the last update we got was that the game release is going to be 2026 because it was supposed to come out in 2025 but it got delayed a year.
Uh,
So I'm pretty interested to see what these people think of a new Fable, because I'll be honest, I never played the old Fable games, but I know a lot of people love them,
I
and I want to
can't
see the
believe
new
it.
take on Fable, and then I want to see what the people who also played Fable think about it. Because I'm going to be a brand new uh, eyes on Fable because I haven't played the old ones. This is also me assuming it's going to be on Xbox Game Pass because I have access to that.
Mhm.
I mean, as an Xbox studio, it's going to be day one Game Pass most likely, so I'll be able to play it.
Yeah.
So it's going to be interesting to see how that game is modernized, if it even needs to be modernized. I mean, like the old games weren't that old.
Wait, wait, wait,
Like,
wait. I mean, I haven't been following this. I've been following it because I'll be honest with you. After seeing what became of number three and stuff, I've
yeah,
lost hope. Are they just reviving it, or are they doing a completely new?
this is a relaunch of Fable, from what I know.
Uh,
So this is not this. I don't think this is going to have anything to do with the old Fable games, but it's still going to be in the Fable world.
okay, if it's like a relaunch in the same world, then that's
Well, like, yeah,
fine. If
it
they're
has
not,
no
if they're not,
connection to Fable 1, 2, and 3.
oh, okay, maybe. Then now I have hope. Now I have some
Yeah.
actual hope. Okay.
Also, it's a completely different company making it. The company
Okay.
that's making this Fable game is the same company that I think it's Playground Games, the people who made the Forza games. Yeah. So it's the Forza
Huh.
devs that are making this game.
Huh.
So
I
it's
am
yeah,
confused.
it's really interesting, but apparently they at least from what I know, the team that's working on this like wanted to, you know? Like they wanted to make the Fable
Yeah.
game cuz they still are making Forza 6, but so it's a separate team. Like they're the team in the team kind of deal.
Okay.
So yeah, so like it's the Forza devs making this game, which is interesting. So I want to know what. So it's a completely different studio, and it's a very different genre because Playground Games has literally only made Forza.
I see.
They were created in 2012, and take a guess the 5 games they made before Fable, or before this one, Alchem.
Forza. It's just been Forza.
It's Forza Horizon 1, Forza Horizon 2, Forza Horizon 3, Forza Horizon 4, and Forza Horizon 5. And in
Yeah.
2026, they're releasing Fable and Forza Horizon 6, if no delays
Yeah.
happen. So it's like,
Yeah.
they are literally the Forza guys. And so I'm like, it's going to be interesting to see what these guys
That's
make
why
when they make
I'm
an
like
RPG.
perplexed when you said that. I'm like,
Yeah.
they're the ones in charge?
They've been making this the whole time. They've always, like,
Huh.
this isn't like a last second switch of studio. They've been the ones at the helm the whole time, basically.
Huh.
So,
Well, I'm curious, but not like looking. I'm not hyped for it, but I'm curious. It's
yeah.
still
Yeah,
not bad.
very
Interesting.
curious because this game was originally announced in 2020. So
It's a long time ago.
it's
God
been
damn.
6 years. Yeah.
Huh.
And at least okay, and it's also one of
Hmm?
those things where I think they
Oh,
announced it too early because people are kind of asking because apparently the game wasn't in full production until 2023.
I honestly need to stop doing that. I feel like it's
Yeah,
become a
like
weird
it's
trend where
been
they
this weird
announce a
trend where
game.
they announce it way too early.
Yep. Which is
And
foolish because then
some
everyone just starts hounding them for
yeah,
updates.
like some interesting things is that like the former writer from Remedy is
Hmm?
working on the game. Like she was hired to make this game. Like she was brought onto
Oh.
the team for one of the lead writers from Remedy to Fable. And to be fair, Remedy
Hmm.
writing style and Fable pretty
Yeah.
close. Like both of them are kind of weird, wacky worlds, right?
Yeah.
So it makes sense.
Huh.
Yeah, and they're also still using the Forza engine. Like it's the Forza engine behind this game too. So it's gonna be interesting. That's why I'm like, am I super incredibly hyped? Do I think this game is gonna be the best game ever? I have the thing is, the reason I'm so interested and it's my most anticipated is that I have zero idea. I do not know what this game is going to be because everything is like a every time I say something, Alchem, I think your response is perfect. It's it's like, huh, interesting, or huh, or weird, because like it's like it's out
It's
of
because he is, because I
it's
never
so
would expect
weird.
the
Yeah,
Forza guys to be behind it. Like,
yeah, using the
it's like,
Forza engine
yeah, which I'm like,
with hiring
I
the Remedy writer.
I'm over here like, I know that they were trying to do something with Fable, so I kind of just like, oh, cool, but that was years ago, so I kind
Yeah,
of just blocked it out of my mind. I kind of just dropped it. And now that I'm hearing more updates, I'm like, okay, it's finally picking up steam. And then you throw this curveball at me. It's like, oh, it's being made by the Forza guys. I'm like, the, the
yeah,
racing Forza guys? And like, yeah.
yeah.
And they like, do you know? I like how you're like, do you know what games they've recently made? I'm like, Forza? And yeah, it turns out,
It's
yes, that's
just
all they've
literally
been
all
making, Forza.
Forza.
So
Yeah.
I'm
Though to
curious
be
where this
fair,
is gonna
according to
go.
at least according to Wikipedia, they were hiring in 2019 to 2018 to
Yeah.
2019. They went on a massive hiring spree, advertising
Okay.
177 positions for dedicated to an open world role playing action game. And it was
Okay.
and then it
See,
was leaked that that was basically
that it was
everyone's pretty
basically
sure that was
Fable.
Fable.
Okay.
So
See,
like
if they're doing that, that's
they
okay.
hired a bunch of
Honestly,
people,
good.
but there is still a lot of the people who worked on Forza working on this game. So
All
they
right.
got people know what they do.
A good direction.
Yeah,
Good direction. Got it.
yeah.
Uh,
So like it's one of those things, Outcome, where like it sounds weird, but it sounds like they're doing all the right things. You know,
yeah.
it's like yeah,
So
and you know, I'd be down to say like and I'm sure they've
it's like
been making nothing but Forza for since 2012. I'm sure some of those guys, some of those developers are like, yeah, we want to make a different game. Let's make a different game.
just throwing this fastball at me, but I'm interested. I'm like,
Yeah,
okay, you have my attention. I'm like, I'm still on the fence about it
yeah,
because I still remember what they did before with. I was about to say Forza. I still remember what they did with Fable 3, which was honestly a weird turn, and but it didn't work out so well
yeah,
compared to 1 and 2. But still, I am curious.
yeah.
You
And
have my attention,
apparently,
Microsoft. I'm
yeah.
waiting to see.
And funny enough, apparently Eidos Montreal is the main support studio for the Forza devs too. So the
That's
guys that
very interesting now.
yeah, the ones that made and Eidos is the guys who made Deus Ex, Thief, and the Marvel's Guardian of the Galaxy games.
So now I have to keep this on my radar again, even though like, oh well, I haven't heard anything from them. I guess it might as well just be shelved because most of these games nowadays get shelved and like don't see the light of day.
Well, yeah,
Fine,
but apparently it's still
I'll
going
wait.
full forward. Yeah.
I'll wait,
So, what
Microsoft.
is
What
your
do you
most
have?
anticipated game for 2026 outcome?
I am a basic bitch right now. Although at this point it might actually be 2027, which I'm just like, please no. GTA
Yeah,
6. I
honestly, outcome.
I,
I originally put GTA 6, but I was like, no, I must be different because I'm like I can't.
I
I must be different. I must stand
I
out.
the I really want to know, is this going to live up to the hype? I
Yeah,
don't think so, or I think it'll plateau and like it'll do good enough that the hype and
it's gonna sell.
the end
It's
result
gonna
is going to be
sell like
okay.
crazy. It's gonna sell like
I,
crazy. But
yeah,
like the real question is the game going to be good?
yeah, is the game going to be good? I feel like it will be, but I don't feel like okay. I don't feel like it's gonna crush the hype. I don't feel like it's gonna destroy everyone's
Here's the problem. The
expectation.
hype is
But I feel like
unrealistic
it
right
will
now.
be exactly. I feel like it'll just be good enough that those who were caught up in the hype will just be like, "This is good. This is what we wanted.
Yeah,
This isn't like what we imagined. This isn't what we thought, but it's still good and it's
yeah.
still GTA."
The thing for
So
me The thing for me is the reason I didn't put it on the most anticipated is because I'm not playing it right away. I'm waiting for the PC
I'm gonna play
release.
it. I'm gonna play
I'm
it a year later. I know.
I'm not
I
gonna.
know.
I'm not buying a. I'm not playing the console edition. I'm not playing the console edition. Like the only way I'd play it on console if it's somehow it's on Xbox Game Pass, and then I can play it there on the
Yeah,
because I have an Xbox downstairs. So it's
I'm in the same boat.
like if it's on Xbox Game Pass somehow, then I'll play it. But if not, I'm waiting until PC launch at earliest.
It's,
And
yeah, I'm in the same boat.
I'm expecting it to be a decent game, but the people's unrealistic hype for this game, like I
Mhm,
think it's going to be one of those things, Outcome, for the first year of this game's existence, people are going to say this is the worst
mhm.
game ever. You know? Because people it's like people's expectations of this game are insane.
This game sucks.
Yeah, like it's crazy because they're expecting so many different things. And also, the most recent leaks are that some of the missions still aren't done, which I don't know. Like, how are the missions not done yet, guys? Like, they're
Yeah, I
still
did see
working on
that.
some missions. Like,
They're like we're not ready yet, and like some missions are not done. I'm like,
like what
no,
is
no,
happening?
you're not gonna tell us it's being pushed back another year. I might as well just go to that site where they do those bets and stuff, or
Oh,
like,
the
will this game, or we're like,
prediction
yeah,
markets.
prediction bet, yeah, the prediction market. I might as well just go there and just place my bet and saying GTA will be delayed again,
Yeah,
because
it's
it looks
like
like a
it's
safe
insane.
bet at this point.
It does. It does. It's insane, honestly.
So. But I am looking forward to it still. It looks incredible. It looks like it will change the viewpoint of what AAA games should be, or at least the benchmark for it. But then again, Rockstar always does that, and no one follows suit. It's always just Rockstar who kind of just start.
Yeah.
They raise the bar, but then all other AAA kind of just like are like, all right, so that's cool, and they don't care.
Yeah. Yeah.
It just always feels that way. But that's still look. I'm still that doesn't change the fact
Yeah.
that I'm looking forward to it.
The
So
thing yeah, once again, the reason I didn't put it in there is because I'm not going to be playing it, but I am super interested in what people are going to say about it.
that's what I yeah. That's one of the things. I
Like
really am curious. What will
I
the
want to
general
know.
public, the gamers,
Yeah.
what will they say?
Oh my
Will
god,
they
I
love it?
can't.
Will they hate it?
Alchem,
Will
I
it
can't.
beat? Will it reach
Alchem,
the hype?
Alchem,
Yeah,
Alchem.
yeah, yeah.
I I want to know what
Wow,
IGN says
wow.
because what IGN says is
Oh,
going to be so funny.
oh.
No matter what they say, it's going to be the best.
They either
Oh
will
my
not
god.
understand. They
Wait,
will just
Alchem. What if they compare it to Fortnite?
uh
I want them to compare it to Fortnite. Please compare it to
oh,
Fortnite. Please,
I hope
please.
not. God,
They're
it's like
they're
well,
obsessed with
funny enough,
comparing things to Fortnite because of search engine optimization. Like they
uh,
constantly like it's. Don't you remember when I showed you that Arc Raiders thing where they compared Arc Raiders to Fortnite?
yeah, that
Like
was dumb.
it looks literally nothing like Fortnite. Like
No,
I want them to say GTA 6 is a pretty good Fortnite ripoff. I like
Eh,
it'd be hilarious.
it'd be safer to saying. I mean, they'd be safer saying COD is a Fortnite ripoff, but considering what it's
I
become with the
mean, to be
skins,
fair,
that's something
Warzone
else.
is getting really close.
Yeah.
Warzone is getting pretty close.
I love because I recently saw Badger's latest video where he's like, "Yeah, no, this is starting to become Fortnite with the skins and everything." I'm like,
Oh
you
yeah.
know
Oh,
what?
did he release a new
You
video?
got a point.
I didn't even
Yeah,
know.
he released a new video talking about COD and the skins because he basically made a mention that he doesn't play it that much, but he basically goes on, checks what goofy skin there is, gets it, and then he just basically did a video where he played as all the goofy skins.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And
That
he's
makes
like, "Yeah,
sense.
it's starting to really be Fortnite." And
It
I'm like,
is. It
"Yeah,
is. Yeah.
yeah, makes sense." But
Warzone especially. Warzone especially.
hmm
Like it's getting
hmm
ridiculous sometimes.
oh, just
Honestly, I
wait,
think
till
I
it's
would play Warzone if it wasn't for the fact that the game's like 400 gigabytes or something like that. Like it's so big.
jelly, jelly.
Yeah.
GTA 6 comes out with like a Warzone esque thing or like
Or
a
like a battle
giant
royale
battle
mode.
arena. Yeah, battle
That would
royale
be
mode.
so funny. Like the shooting is so
It can
bad in Grand Theft
happen.
Auto games though.
It can happen. Even though the shooting is bad, it can happen. People play the PvP. People
It's
like the
true.
PvP.
Do they?
So
Do they though?
people tolerate the PvP.
Like, here's the thing: GTA
No,
5 can get.
people like the racing more
I was
than
gonna say
anything in
people in
GTA.
GTA 5, like the racing is really good, but like
hmm
the shooting each other, no, that was always bad.
That was always bad. Yeah,
I mean, to be
I
fair,
remember.
the game is GTA 5's the base engine is like what GTA 4's.
I think so. I
So
think
like
GTA 5 was just like an upgrade of
it's an
GTA
upgraded
4's.
version of the GTA 4 engine.
Yeah.
So like, and the shooting has never been that good in the Grand Theft Auto
This,
games.
it's just tried and
It's
true method. That's all. We're just used
yeah.
to
I
it.
mean, it's been the same cover shooting since GTA 4 basically. Hasn't
Hmm.
changed that much.
No, not at all. Nor has the aiming. The aiming has not
Yeah.
changed at all.
Yeah. But
But
yeah, so that is
here's
our
hoping.
award show. That
I
is
hope you
our
guys
award show.
enjoyed our
Yeah.
weird picks. Our
I
weird
think
picks, our predictable picks.
I think ours is a pretty unique list. I think it's a pretty good list.
I will
Um
surprise everyone next year. I will just pick
yeah.
all indie games because probably by then all indie games will be better anyway.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I mean, there isn't a lot of that big hitters happening next year or
Okay,
this year
my
in
list.
2026. I like looking at the most when I was doing research for anticipated games, like I was like, man, I'm just not interested in most of these except for like Fable. And like another
I just
problem is there's a
realized
lot
half.
of games coming out in 2027, not a lot of things coming out in 2026.
I just realized more than half of my games on this year were already indie games. So, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
I mean, the majority of
oh,
our like out of our both of our 5 picks, none of ours. I mean, okay, I guess technically the
Metal Gear
Metal Gear
for me.
remake is the one AAA game that we had on our lists of anything.
Yep. Yep.
And I guess technically for most anticipated, it'd be Fable for me, and yours Battlefield 6 is technically a
Yeah.
AAA game as well.
What? Most anticipated?
No, for your sound design.
Oh, sound design. Yeah, yeah. For sound design was true. Yeah, Battlefield.
I was listing the AAA games that we named, and that's
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
basically
Sorry, you said
Fable
most
for
anticipated, so I was like, wait a minute,
yeah,
what?
yeah, yeah. It was my most anticipated. It was my AAA game for Fable, and your sound design and for Battlefield 6, and
Yeah.
your was it number 2 for Metal Gear?
Number two was Metal Gear. Yep.
Yeah. So
So it really was more of an indie dominated thing
yeah, I
between all
mean,
our.
like
I
mine
think
was
so.
slightly double A dominated because of Expeditions 33 and Arc
Expedition
Raiders.
33. Yeah.
And I mean, I guess Deus Ex Human Revolution was AAA when it came out in 2008.
Mm-hmm.
So that's something, I guess, because it was Square Enix at the time.
Yeah.
So yeah. Well, Alchem, why don't you do some shoutouts?
All right, everyone. Thank you all. I'd just like to shout out to me myself, because until I get sponsored, it's just me. Um, but yes, if you guys enjoyed the podcast and you enjoyed my voice, my banter, my additions to the podcast, and you can catch me over on twitch.tv /Alchem Games, where you can see me live stream as my little Tanuki self. If you're watching the video, this is what I look like, or I look like various other things, so I can sometimes change on the fly. So ha ha ha. If you're listening on the podcast, I am a Tanuki-based VTuber, and I change shapes constantly. So when you pop in, I won't look the same sometimes. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. It's 50-50. But yes, you can also catch me over on TikTok where I post my shorts, like short little clips of some of the stuff that I do, funny moments. Same with YouTube. I also live stream on YouTube, so you can catch it there as well. And you can also catch me over on Twitter, where you can just see all random stuff that I post with our model updates, funny videos, funny moments, my opinion on stuff, which I need to do more. But also, yeah. And if you ever want to support me, you guys know how. There's on YouTube and well, not YouTube. Well, YouTube, subscribe. The channel's growing. If you want to support, subscribe. On Twitch, there's bits, donations, subs, blah 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 blah. And you can also support me over on Patreon, where I will start posting more stuff. I promise I will this year. I'm trying to be more active this year. So, but yeah,
Good.
support me, support the little Tanuki, so I can buy more so I can buy more Ritz crackers, and maybe improve my own like living quarters. But
What
yes,
the? Stop!
but
You eat too
also
many Ritz crackers. You have a problem.
Never. Also, you can catch me here Saturdays, usually 7 p.m., where I co-host alongside the Techno Jelly for the Two Buds One podcast. And now Jelly can take it away with his shoutouts.
Hello,
Go,
everyone.
Jelly, go!
I'm sneezing. I've sneezed like 7 times since you
Go,
started
Jelly,
your
go!
thing.
Go! You're allergic to my shoutout.
Apparently, I am. I am the Techno Jelly. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel if you haven't already. We're getting so close to 1,000 subscribers. So please subscribe. I upload 2 videos a day and 2 shorts as well, not 2 videos a day, 2 videos a week on Mondays and Fridays, and shorts go out on Wednesdays and Thursdays, and sometimes an extra short on Saturday. And I also post on TikTok and Instagram as well for the Reels and TikTok stuff. If you'd like to support me directly, please go over to patreon.com/the Technogel. You join all of these nice people going across the screen right now. And you also get access to a once a month live stream. I'm also thinking about doing that live stream as well for YouTube channel members as well. So if you like to catch those streams, I have to figure out how to do that with the how to multi-stream to Patreon and YouTube channel members only. I'll figure it out at some point. I have to see how we do that, but I'm pretty sure you can. And so if you'd like to follow me on other platforms, I have a Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, Blue Sky, and Threads. I'll be trying to stream more on Twitch a little bit. Unfortunately, or fortunately, depending on your point of view, I'm really getting back into League again. So we'll see how that goes. But thank you everyone for watching Two Buds at One podcast. Alchem and I are going to be starting to do these hopefully weekly once again. So we'll see you in the next episode. Goodbye, everyone.
Later, everyone. Have a good night.